Triton Nation, welcome to your bowl broadcast of the Iowa Central Tritons taking on the Trinity Valley Cardinals. I'm Hank Ambrose with you today. I cannot wait to get under this thing and ready to go. Storms a-blazing. It's a great day for football in Cedar Falls, Iowa. It's a little cold. Good thing we are in the Unidome, of course, today, as we now have what is called the Game 1 Bowl, the brand new moniker of the Graphic Edge Bowl. As you can see on your screen right now, the Iowa Central Tritons, a 14th ranked team in the country, are about to storm out onto the field today. They're taking on the number 10 Trinity Valley Cardinals. Now, before we can get there, we're going to have the national anthem. So I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll get right back into the pregame report. This is Hank Ambrose for Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Triton Nation, back to the action we go. What an electric venue we have today down in Sheriff Field. Once again, I'm Hank Ambrose with you today for your Game 1 Bowl coverage. Now, since 1978, the bowl game has been called the Graphic Edge Bowl, but as of this season, it has since switched to the Game 1 Bowl. I'd like to thank the sponsors of the game in the postseason that these two teams will be taking part in. The Game 1 Bowl sponsor, of course, being Game 1. Thank you very much. But also a huge shout-out to Cedar Falls Tourism and Visitor Bureau for sponsoring the game as well. All the action is going to be live right here on Triton Nation's YouTube channel as we are getting ready to go and get started underway. The Iowa Central football team is lining up to get down and ready to go. As you can see down there on the field, the band, the cheerleaders, the dancers are all here to dance one more time at the Dome. The Iowa Central Tritons are 6-4 on the season, ranked at number 14 on the year. Now, 3 of the 4 of those losses are due to they faced, of course, really tough competition those year. 3 of those teams now being in the top 4, the college football playoffs in the NJCAA level. Between those, that's Hutchinson, Iowa Western, and Coffeyville. And the number 1 ranked team in Hutchinson, the Tritons just lost to them by 3 points at Hutchinson. So this is by far definitely a top 10 football team. I'd even go as far as saying the 5th best football team, just barely missing the playoffs. They have the right teams in the playoffs. The Tritons were just that close to making the playoffs this year. Without the losses, they surely would have been in. Another big reason to note for that is because they are second in the nation in second in the nation in points per game, as well as first in the nation in yards per game out of any school this entire season at the NJCAA football level. The Tritons have outscored every single one of them on the field and in the end zone. Here comes Trinity Valley now. They're going to be in the all-white uniforms today. Going to be really excited to see them 8-2. I'm excited to talk about them in just a little bit. We'll get there in a moment. But first, I want to keep talking about the Iowa Central Tritons. Once again, a lot of success this season, 6-4. But I will say this, something that's very interesting to note. They've had 7 different quarterbacks play an entire quarter for them during the regular season. 7. That is a wild number. Not only that, but they also have multiple quarterbacks who have been very awesome and have ended up in the top 5 in different categories. I see the Tritons with the navy blue and the all-white bottoms coming out on the field right now. They are swarming the end zone. Oh boy, this is going to be exciting. Speaking of all the success on offense, definitely a huge attributor to that is Desna Washington, who became the latest Iowa Central football player to be named the most valuable offensive player that the ICAC, that's the ICCAC, announced recently. Washington, who's a 3-time All-League honoree, finished the regular season with 49 catches for 812 yards with 9 receiving touchdowns. He had touchdowns in 8 of 10 games and went over 100 yards in 3. He was the leading receiver, not just on the team, but at the NJCAA level in yards and touchdowns from last season. The only receiver that had 10 receiving touchdowns in the entirety of the NJCAA last year came back to once again play for the Iowa Central Tritons, and he put on yet another season to remember. So once again, shout out to Desna Washington to be being named the ICAC Player of the Year. And here we go now, the Triton Storm rushing the field big time. Let's go. Backflips, front flips, cartwheels. Look at Jay Wash down there with Isaiah Hazlitt. Wow. If they were in pads, it looked like they'd be a part of the dance team. These guys are electric. I got to talk with a few of them before the game, just in person. And, man, they are as excited as ever. This is my third bowl game I've got to be with the Tritons, the second one in the Unidome. That other one, of course, was held at Fort Dodge Senior High at Dodger
All right,
Stadium.
man, welcome, everybody.
COVID season.
Here's my coin.
Team captains today. It's
American
Zach
Eagle
Marker,
will
Desna
be
Washington,
heads.
and Noah Epley for the Iowa Central Tritons.
The egg will be tails. What's your call going to be?
Tails.
Tails is the call. We're going to let it hit the ground. Iowa Central has won the toss and elected to receive.
And you heard that correctly. The Iowa Central Tritons won the toss as we're waiting on the official call down below. Once again, we are in the Unidome. If you can tell by all of that purple and gold, the historic, one of the most historic football stadiums and venues in the state of Iowa. Goes back a very, very long time. Built back in 1972, I believe. Just a beautiful facility. All high school state football games are played here, and as well as the semifinal round, always played here. Just a beautiful, beautiful spot. The Tritons, they actually decided to elect to receive. Well, I'll tell you what, not a lot of teams do that, but when you average 480 yards of offense per game, I think you can do that being pretty confident in your team. And if you're trying to wonder what's that like between the two teams, Trinity Valley, they average 420 yards of offense per game, so still a very high number. Once again, Trinity Valley, they're a top 10 football program. Iowa Central ranked at number 14 in the poll. I argued in the pregame a little bit ago on how they probably should be ranked higher if it wasn't for those 3 really tough battles they had earlier this season, which, of course, those 3 teams now in the college football playoffs. But regardless, we are getting under to go to play in the Game 1 Bowl. Back deep to return for the Tritons, George Sims and Isaiah Hazlitt. Can't wait to break down the starting lineups once the Tritons take out on offense in just a moment. Here's a kick. Going back deep off a line drive to the 10-yard line. Here comes George Sims, mighty quick towards the 25, falling forward just before the 30-yard line. It's 1st and 10 as the Tritons will start up on their own 27-yard line. 14:53 remains in quarter number 1. Once again, I'm Hank Ambrose with you the rest of today. Your starting lineup, quarterback Zach Mark or running back Jaden Washington, the X receiver Desna Washington, the Y receiver Travis Isaac, Cal Weideman going to be lining up in the as a fourth receiver, Jamarian Wheeler. From the left side of the line to the right side, it'll be Jack Wiltie, Reese Steele, Elijah Heatherston, Noah Howard, and Ashton Travis. First play of the day goes to Jaden Washington, a rush of just 1 yard, 2nd and 9. Jaden Washington, get used to hearing this name and this place with him because he's going to be headed to play for the United Panthers next season to continue his college football career. Man, such a success story. As a true freshman, led the nation, was on the first team, had a great season for the Iowa Central Tritons. Later next season, in his second overall season, he ended up tearing his ACL due to injury in the COVID year. He got to come back for one more season, and now he gets to play one more time as a Triton in the Unidome. And the Tritons, they burn a timeout right away. I tell you what, how about we throw it to a break? We'll be right back after 30 on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Triton Nation, welcome back to your, bowl broadcast. Cal Weideman gets a slip screen to begin off of the timeout. As you saw from a play ago, Coach Montalto just didn't see or like the alignment from earlier. That's why he changed it up, it looks like. And unfortunately, a trip, that's a loss of 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 28-yard line. Tritons looking to move the ball here. Tritons send Washington in motion with trips out towards the strong side. Here's Zach Marker stepping up, moving forward, truck down. Go Zach. He's going to have enough to make about half the distance to first down, but not enough for the first down. And it's going to be a 3 and out straight away. Up to this defensive unit from that Trinity Valley side. Their defensive starters today, Elliott Spiller, Daniel Williams, DeAndre Blanton, Xavier Starks, David Tui, Joe Sniffen, Michael Brown, Channing Canada, Rashad Onzime, Zaytik McGee, and Dabari Hawkins. Their defense allows just 21 points per game, one of the best defenses in the country. They like to run the 4-3 defense. Historically, the Cardinals are known for their defensive back talent. Oh, and breaking free, going down the sideline, breaking to the 50, the 45, near the 42, the 35, still on his feet, moving. Holy smokes, what a return from Channing Canada. Channing Canada, he is their actually cornerback number 1, so doing that like that, oh my goodness. Showing off his elusivity early on. And these Cardinals are going to set up 1st and 10 on the Triton 36-yard line. 12 minutes, 43 seconds remain. Here is the first offensive drive of the game for the Cardinals. So we'll get into their starting lineups on offense in just a moment, followed by the Triton starting defense. Run outside, looks like it was blown up. A helmet flies off, and it's Noah Epley who gets there first.
Number 54 will be out for one play, helmet off.
5 returning All-Americans at the NJCAA level, whether that's first team or second team, or even just an honor. One of the big-time leaders on defense. This Triton linebacking core is the best in the country, no debate about it. 2nd and 11, moving it back towards the 38-yard line now. Back to pass with a slip screen, blown up, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. It was Jacob Camacho to blow it up there. Intended receiver was Jalen Butler. Here's your starting lineups for the Cardinal offense. Starting quarterback today, Darian Peace. At tailback, Quincy Thompson. Wide receiver 1, Trent Hudson. Wide receiver 2, Jared Jackson. The slot receiver is Jalen Butler, who leads them in receptions. And the offensive line unit going from the left side to the right side of the offensive line, Jarrett Henry, C.J. Morrell, Artis Hall, Corey Caudnet, and Cedric Claiborne. Back to pass on a 3rd and long. Rolling to his left. Tucked it to his left. He's going to have to roam. Oh, wow. Nice throw from Peace. Working outside. But they're saying it looks like it was incomplete. Calling for his feet sliding out of bounds. How about that throw, though? You never really see that work out. Peace was rolling to his left, tucked it to his left. He's a righty quarterback. It's like, okay, he must be taking off with it.
Holding, number 65, offense. A penalty is declined, 4th down.
Holding on the offense, number 65, that's Jarrett Henry. The penalty's declined. Now, if you're the Cardinals, what do you do here? Be about a 50-yard field goal, very, very far. But you're inside a dome. There's no wind in here. See if they go for that. And it looks like they are going to line up to kick the field goal. Holy smokes. Get on your toes, wait for the fake. Lining up, this one's going to be 50, well, it's sitting on the 46, so that's going to be 50, about 9 yards. That one real low to the turf. Drops right before the end zone. I don't know if a hand got on it, but there you go. It's a missed field goal. That would have been good from about 59 yards. So back-to-back 3 and outs from each side now. Next time these Tritons are on defense, I'll make sure to announce the starting lineups for them. We are having quick drives already, back-to-back 3 and outs. Doubles to the left, trips to the right, man in motion. It's Washington. Marker steps up to avoid pressure, shimmy shakes, still on his feet, looks left, rolls forward, and he might just be a toe short of a 1st down. He is. They just mark him short. I tell you what, if he would have stuck his tongue out, he would have been right there. 2nd and inches, ball on the 48-yard line. Handoff outside. Jay Wow is going to get the first down of the day. 11 minutes and 39 seconds remain. There you have it. The one of hopefully many in the Unidome today. Zach Marker back to pass. Looking long, looking. Firing deep to Desna. Oh, man. Pass was high. It was a little low, but they're okay. I tell you what, really excited to have Zach Marker back in the offense. Like I said in the pregame, we've had 7 different quarterbacks play a full, not just drive, but quarter of this season for the Iowa Central Tritons. Ridiculous. Zach Marker, Justin Silverstein, Amarion Bartlett, John Holcomb are the first 4 at the top of my mind. I can break down the rest later, but Zach Marker by far is the leader in the quarterback room. And I don't mean that from a player standpoint, but also from a mental standpoint. He's been with the Tritons 3 years, backed up the former Triton NJCAA Football Player of the Year from last season, and Byron Jarrett. See all his success now all the way down in Florida. There's Marker with a quarterback keeper off a read option. He's going to have a pickup of about 6, maybe 7. Here we go for 3rd and 3, approaching the 40-yard line. Tritons with possession of the football with exactly 11 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. We're playing 15 minutes apiece here. See what they come out in. New tailback in the set, it's Walter Wilbin. Tritons show doubles with a flex receiver motioning to the left and George Sims. They look like they're going to have a misdirection handoff. Wilbin with a blast. Makes his way past the 40-yard line. Should be good enough for another Triton first down. And it sure is yet another Triton first down. Here comes play number 5 of the drive now. So Iowa Central starting to cook here. You know, we've had a lot of praise for Desna Washington in this game, but also got to have a lot of praise for Cal Weideman, who has just been so fantastic. He's been a slot receiver. He's been the guy actually leading the Tritons in receiving touchdowns. A little bit. Zach Marker, there's a face mask. That's awful. Hey, and in a late hit. Goodness. Oh, my goodness. There's a number 12 over on the defensive side. That's Michael Brown. And Zach Marker, starting quarterback, had his knee down, was looking over towards the sideline, calling for a face mask, saying, hey, look at that. Near ripped my face off, and then Michael Brown blasted him way late. Here come the officials talking this over. If the play was called dead, then they could even eject Brown, which would be a really big blow. Their starting defensive tackle. Also a flex as a weak side linebacker. Something similar to what Rex Van Wy is as a buck.
Personal foul, late hit. Number 12, defense. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
You hear that right there. It is a personal foul against Michael Brown. 15 yards added to the end of the run. You can't have that. I know you're excited for Michael Brown. This is possibly your last college bowl game. You've had a great season so far. It is your sophomore season, but you can't be going out like that. You can't be. You got one more personal foul to give, and you're out of here. Desda Washington catches a slip screen. He moves to his right. Blows by the cloud coverage, and the Tritons mark inside the red zone for the first time today. 9 minutes and 30 seconds remain in quarter number 1. And Trinity Valley, they're starting to look a little shell-shocked here, don't you think? They're going to stay with their 4-3, 2 deep safeties in the set. Well, actually, a third safety even. Formerly a nickel cornerback, lined up more in the cloud. Marker, quarterback keeper, runs forward. And he might have got a yard after the line of scrimmage. It looks like he did fall forward. Now, they'll even give him another 2. It's going to be 3rd and short, ball on the 15-yard line on the Trinity Valley side. If you're just joining us, you're tuned into the Game 1 Bowl down in the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. I'm Hank Ambrose with you the rest of today. Tritons come out in a heavy pistol, blocking back to the left. I believe that is Colton Hogue, it looks like. It is. So they try wide receiver screen outside. Desna moving forward. Really nice change of direction. Uh-oh, we got some extracurricular. And once again, it's Brown that's involved, it looks like. Number 12 over on that side rips his helmet off.
Number 76 out for one play, helmet off.
That's our starting right guard there, Noah Howard. He's one of the sled dogs that we are going to want back in the football game, especially with a 4th and short here. Triton show trips on each side. Look at this funky formation. I don't even know what to call this thing. They got linemen set up. George Sims comes in motion, and Marker takes the ball and runs forward. It sounds like they call the play dead before they allow it to go off. Here we go. Penalty over on the far side of the field. Let's listen in.
False start. Offense, all 11 players were never set.
False start on the offense. As you heard right there, all 11 players were not set. Something similar that I remember the Indianapolis Colts ran a few years back at the pro level. You know, it looked like it was going to work out. It was 4th and 1 at the time. Marker flew forward with great acceleration. Looked like he had enough for it, but here we go, back to it. Empty backfield, trips to his right. Jordan over with quadruples now with a set of 4. Weideman with an opening. He has it. He runs forward. Great awareness. That's fantastic. Fantastic. That is just being an athlete right there. Cal Weideman just sat in the backfield towards the flats. Didn't necessarily run any particular route. Was left unguarded. And instead of trying to just run towards the end zone, run something over, he just sat there, waited for extra support. Just in case Marker needed to dump him off, he did exactly that. And the Tritons gain about 15 from it. Here's first and goal. Where's the ball? There it is. Threw me for a loop right there. Looked like it was a little pitch flip inside to Walter Wilbin. Triton offense did a good job of getting me confused, like I said. I was looking more towards George Sims and Jamarian Wheeler, who are on the left side. I thought they maybe ended up with the ball somehow. Tritons running the fast-paced offense so far. It's been working out. But now with a second and goal on the 5 of the red zone, got to find a way to get it in. Here we go, corner of the end zone. What a pass! Tiptoeing in. Desno Washington marches in for 6. 6-0 early. That last drive ran for 9 plays in total, took 5 minutes and 17 seconds off the board, and ended with a 5-yard receiving touchdown from Desno Washington. To kick for the PAT, it's Congolo Buenancamba now. And Jacob Camacho is the holder. Oh, looks like a Triton went off sides, maybe. That's what I saw first. Let's listen in to hear the call.
Delay a game. Defense causing the offense to react to a non-football act. Half the distance to the goal. Play the try.
Wow. You don't hear that very often. Delay of game on the defense for not being set and causing for a Triton lineman to cause a non-football act. Half the distance to the goal. Here's the PAT up, and it's good. 7-0 early. Let's take a break.
Number 69 will be out for one play. Helmet off.
Yeah. Triton Nation, welcome back to your bowl broadcast. The Iowa Central Tritons just got their first touchdown to begin the bowl game. In the Game 1 Bowl in Cedar Falls, I'm Hank Ambrose. Joining me in just a moment is the athletic director, Coach Kevin Twait, to the broadcast as we get ready to go here. Here we go, getting you plugged in. How about that one, Coach? Score early here for the Tritons.
Hey, well, that's awfully big.
Got your headset in there. There we go.
That's awfully big, I tell you that right now. You get ahead in the bowl game. Look at this. We script the kick, and we've been having some trouble covering some kickoffs this year, and it cost us against Coffeyville and Butler. And we scripted to our advantage there. They bobble a little bit now. They only have the ball on the 28-yard line, so it takes a lot of pressure off our defense. What a great job by our defense. They had a nice punt return to start the game after we had 3 and out. And they had the ball first, 10 on our 36, and we have a 3 and out and miss a 55-yard field goal. So great start for the Tritons ahead 7-0.
That's exactly right. Here's the second offensive drive of the day for the Cardinals out of Trinity Valley, starting from their own 28-yard line.
Nice run there. Little deception there, and they have a big offensive line. They run a lot of zone plays inside, and a nice 7-yard area on the inside zone.
2nd and 3 coming in. Oh, my goodness. That's Cavante Fowler. I hear the firstborn twin, born just about 5 minutes before his younger brother, almost getting a pick there, ran right for it.
They
He did.
He about jumped that little hitch right out there. Big play here, 3rd and 3, back to pass. We got good heat on the guy.
Oh,
All right, beautiful.
that's the true freshman, James Sticks Williams.
Man, great speed from the backside. He came all the way from the backside. The quarterback was looking to his right. He was our defensive right. And somehow tracked him down.
It really was. Here we go now with a 4th and 15. Bringing you that drive, by the way, that starting defensive lineup for the Tritons I've yet to announce so far. Yep, I got you here. I can switch you out here. You should be able to hear me now. There you go. That starting defensive lineup, though, for the Iowa Central Tritons, that just caused for that 3 and out. For the defensive end, Blake Whaley and Deontay Bryant. Defensive tackle, Cody Schmidt. The Buck, Rex Van Wy. Outside linebacker, Demetrius Walker. Middle linebacker, Noah Epley. Strong side linebacker, Dakari Randall. We got starting cornerbacks today, Cavante Fowler and J.T. Brown. Jacob Camacho getting the start at free safety, and Joshua Tate starting at strong safety.
It's been a great defense. And, Coach Jeremy Thompson here, I'm thinking 25 or 26 years, actually. He's been D-coordinator the last probably 12 years. Does a wonderful job with our defense. And Coach Montalto kind of spearheads the offense. And 2 great minds, with the defensive mind, Coach Conley, and the offensive mind, Coach Montalto.
That's certainly right there, Coach. And it's good to have Coach Conley back, because last season he was actually not able to be present at the game today because he got sick with the coronavirus, so it's good to have him back.
I forgot about that. He had COVID, and Caleb Young stepped in and did a wonderful job, our young defensive back.
That's exactly right here. Looks like they're talking it over. Let's let them talk it over and see what they come up with in just a moment here.
During their turn, block in the back. Number 3, return team. 10 yards from the dead ball spot. First down.
Right in front of their bench, and obviously you always get a little help from the sideline. Their coaches, I'm sure, were yelling, block in the back, block in the back. And it was an obvious block in the back. We're still going to get great field position out of this, but not near as good as it could have been had we not made that error.
Certainly. So our third drive today, starting with a 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. From the 32-yard line, shotgun formation. We got doubles on each side here with 2 deep safeties. They like to run that cloud coverage similar to what we saw with Coffeyville there, Coach.
Yeah, the nice fake there. They look at fake the jet sweep right there, and then quarterback keeps coming the other way.
Number 77 out for one play, helmet off.
He's nifty, shifty, and really hard to bring down. Nice 6-7 yard gain. You can always have that 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4. Get the whole playbook. You do what they want to do.
Certainly. 2nd and 4, like you said. Coming up in the pistol now, looks like. Here's an adjustment from Zach Marker. Boy, it's good to have Zach back. He's one of 7 quarterbacks that have gone a complete drive for this offense.
Unbelievable. Coach plays. He's got a lot of nice tackle.
Oh,
He's got a lot of faith in about 5, 6 guys in the leading position. Zach Marker's kind of surfaced himself as being number 1 great leader for us. It's his 3rd year here. A COVID guy that stuck it out and really had good news.
yeah, that was Braden Williams, by the way, on the tackle for loss. And they call for a no gain on the play. Interesting. They call the play dead right as the hit came along. It's a 3rd and 3 from the 38-yard line.
Big play right here. If we can get the first down, people drive alive, we got a great chance here.
So far, going in the flats have worked out really well. They go over the middle. Desna. Here we go.
Just a shallow post route. Give Desna, Zach Marker money on the spot. Great job on the offensive line. Getting time to throw the football.
Desna Washington, who's been recently named the ICAC Player of the Year, once again makes a huge play. He's been a 3-time mention as well. He's just a great player. Led the NJCAA last year in receiving touchdowns. Here he goes now. Roll out to the right. Looking up. Hard toss to Jamarian Wheeler there. So we're getting ready to go.
Eligible downfield on the pass. Offense number 71. 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
That does put the offensive lineman in a little bit of a bind. The quarterback's rolling out. They're not sure if he's going to run or pass. And they took off downfield, and we get caught for ineligible receiver or man downfield. But 1st and 15, Tritons have gone empty. Wide field, they got trips, narrow into the boundary doubles. No backs. Out-breaking route. Ooh, pretty nice pass, actually, by Zach. And just you don't see that very often, but George Sims maybe dropped what he should have had. I'm sure George will come back and catch a big one later on.
Certainly. You know, one thing that's been also so awesome, we talked about the 7 quarterbacks that the Tritons have had, and that's 1 per drive. You know, there's also been 17 different guys who have caught a pass this year for the Tritons. 17.
Amazing. And it wasn't like 6 of them have 20 catches or more?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. You can't guard just one guy.
In the gun, they got Hogan as a power as they push them forward, moving up. Looks like they might get back to that original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 11 or 12, and I'm not sure. I wouldn't be shocked. We were in 4-down territory here, quite frankly. Too far to kick a field goal. How much do you get out of a punt here? So, possibly Coach Montalto's thinking, hey, we've got 2 downs to pick up 12. We might not need all 12 on this play.
Certainly. It worked out earlier as well from a 4th and 6.
Trips to the wide field. 1 receiver into the boundary here. Oh, boy. Nice. We flip it out to running back in the flat there. And he's going to get a 1st down. Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
Walter Wilbon.
Walter Wilbon. He's had some big plays this year. I mean,
he has.
Great runs, and they did a great job of clearing out that zone, and then Walter slips out there in the flat. There's really 1 defender there, but our receiver blocks that defender, and a big 1st down for the Tritons.
The Tritons really executing awareness today. We saw a similar play like that. What a blast from Wilbon. Dang.
Tell you
Coach.
What, we went turbo there. Really fast snap after we had 2 backs in the backfield. Line gets a great surge, and Walter just pummeled people forward about 5 yards. Great run, great finish.
Man, he's a wild horse. I want to know what he's having for breakfast. Hey, trips to the left here, back to pass. Fader out to the corner of the end zone. Ugh.
Just overshot Desmond there, or Desmond Washington in the back part of the end zone. It was, believe me, I wouldn't forget that one, though. That rascal can go fetch it if you give him a 50-50 ball.
That's right. You know, that's going to be the matchup of the day, in my opinion, by the way. The defensive backs versus the wide receivers. Despite how talented the wide receivers have been, defensive back work over on that Cardinals side, they have a lot of pro players. One of them, William Jackson III, who just won a Super Bowl this past season with the Bengals. He's their starting cornerback mixed in with like a safety as well.
False start. Offense, number 1. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd.
Oh, yes.
Minnesota Viking outstanding D-lineman played at Trinity Valley. They have an unbelievable football tradition, as does Iowa Central. And so 2 storied programs today for the meeting for the first time ever in a bowl game. What a deal this is.
And it's a nice opener to the new moniker, the Game 1 Bowl.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I'll check.
Switch from Graphic Edge to Game 1, and the great John Ragland kind of initiated this ball game, and we're so proud to be buddies with him. Inside run right now.
We got a bounce.
That's a great finish on a run. It didn't look like it was going to be that much, and busted outside there, and Jaden Washington did a super job there. So now we've got basically 3rd and goal from about the 8 or 9 yard line.
We got a pretty good playbook from this spot, though. I tell you what, we can go just about anything.
Yeah.
We got 5 future Division I offensive linemen out on the field right now. We got Jaden Washington, who's going to continue his college football career in the Unidome. Well, I guess they go out with Jason Murray, the 3rd down back right now, but trips to the right. Jamarian Wheeler stands alone to the left. Here's Desna in motion.
Comes in short motion there.
To his right, Over the middle.
Boy.
Oh, boy, nearly picked
That's
off.
one of those, we're playing the Cardinals. They call it a cardinal sin as a quarterback is to run to your right and throw back left, or run to your left and throw back right. We're pretty fortunate there, right? They had a chance to intercept that ball. This would be so big to get up 2 scores. I mean, we're sitting there, 4th and goal on the 8. Field goal from the left hash mark would be wonderful to get ahead 10-0.
Certainly, and to kick it, they're going to have Congolo Buenancamba.
I'm glad you said that name. I know that. He's a tremendous young man. I just have trouble saying his name. You spit it out perfect, Hank.
Well, I've had a few practice runs beforehand. His kick is up from around 30 yards out.
It's in there. That was a nice drive by the Tritons. We had to start back a little farther than we wanted because of the block in the back on the punt return. But you go down there, and now we've had 3 drives and scored 2 of them. First one was a 3-and-out. Next one's a tremendous touchdown drive. Now a field goal drive. I think our offense is really getting in sync right now, Hank.
That's right. We're up 10-0. We're going to throw it to a break, and we'll be right back in just a moment for the Game 1 Bowl on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Your bowl broadcast. I'm Hank Ambrose. Along my side is Coach Kevin Twait, the athletic director with the Iowa Central Tritons. Here's another return. Oh my goodness, lots of good returns today. Still on his feet, getting to the 40 before being pulled down. Looked like Dakari Randall was there on the behind trip.
We pooched that thing up there. He did a nice job. Number 12 did a nice job catching that ball. It was supposed to be a return to their left, our right, and they executed it pretty well and get out to the 42-yard line. They've got great field position. And our defense has really been on lockdown the first 2 series. I said we can't do it again.
We've seen 3 new variations of kicking it for the kickoff now, Coach. What do you think that kind of is for?
We don't have a lot of confidence if we kick it deep and to have great coverage. We've struggled with that, so we're giving them different looks, and I think it's paying off, actually.
Certainly. There's
kind of an inside zone play to our defensive right, to their left, and great job coming down from the backside. Tremendous speed there by number 99, James Williams.
handoff working outside, bouncing to the outside. There's Deontay Bryant.
Yep. Deontay's a fine football player. Got a number of Division I offers. This is a big play here. We're sitting here 3rd and 5, and if we can somehow force a punt here, it'd be huge.
We've yet to see a first down so far from their end, as that's going to be the close of the quarter, it looks like.
Yep. Quarter 1 is in the books, and Tritons up 10-0, buddy.
10-0, that's exactly right. Desna Washington had the touchdown grab earlier, and most recently we saw Congolo Buenancamba with about a 35-ish yard kick. I tell you what, we're going to have some stat scores and more coming up in just a little bit. Make sure you stick around. This is the Game 1 Bowl on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Triton Nation, welcome back to the Game 1 Bowl here. It's 15 minutes on the clock in the second quarter. Here's a slip screen to begin this third down.
I think he's short. It was a nice slip screen there. Just an unbelievable wide receiver there. And he's an outstanding football player. He's the MVP of their conference, Trent Hudson. It's going to be 4th and 1, and they're going to go for it. So this will be a great test for our defense. Boy, those first quarter stats are crazy. We ran 25 plays, 131 yards. They ran 8 plays for 1 yard. Look at this one. Double tight. Everybody.
Oh, my goodness.
Left. And the quarterback, I don't know. Depends on if it gets a right foot or a left foot spot on this baby.
Yeah, that's right. Now, what is that package? A fridge package?
It looked like a fridge. And they had 3 offensive linemen in there leading the way. The quarterback kind of comes over to the left side, and I'm thinking, I don't know. It looks to me like they're short, but I got a little navy blue in my blood.
And they do get the stop. The Triton defense holds. We're going to the 4th offensive possession for the Tritons. Let's keep it right here.
Boy,
wow.
Well, that's a big-time stop, 4th and 1. And I don't blame them. I mean, they're down 10-0. They're trying to get a first down and force the issue a little bit and get something going, give their defense a little help. And now instead of a 3-and-out, it was a 4-and-out. 4th and 1 defense stands strong. And what a great field position. We're 51 yards away from pay dirt. We got the ball in their 49.
You've heard the old adage, defense wins championships, and you could probably say the same about bowl games. 3-and-outs to begin for the Cardinals. Here come the Tritons.
We're in empty formation, no backs, trips right, motion back into the backfield here.
Sims right there. He'll get the reception. Make a man miss and move forward. Oh, man, he's a bulldog.
Yep.
How he put his head down and kept driving.
Nice pursuit by Trinity Valley. I tell you what, their defense is playing hard. Nice pursuit by Trinity Valley, and they end up getting us for a 2-yard loss. There was a pass thrown about 5-6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He made a couple nice moves, and we end up losing 1. 2nd and 11. Tritons now have 2 receivers split wide to the wide field to the left, and then Dez is down here, Lone Ranger right.
From the pistol, handoff. Looks like a little zone read counter.
Nice.
Jay Wow moving forward right on the Panther head.
Very nice. About a 7-yard pickup there. Big 3rd and 4 here for the Tritons. Tell you what, Trinity Valley's got some players on defense, too. They got some big rascals inside that are tough to move.
That's right. They're a team that allows just 21 points per game.
Wow. Outside zone, and a safety came in from about 10 yards deep and made a wonderful play. We had it blocked really well at line of scrimmage. You can't account for that safety. Trying to see who that
was McGee, I believe, up here. Zaytique McGee, I think.
Okay. Very, very nice play by that. Yeah. Actually, was it Michael Brown? I'm not sure.
Michael Brown, he's been a very aggressive player early. He's who had that personal foul from earlier on.
Okay. Now we've got 4th and 5 from our own or their 46. I think it's a good call here to pump.
Timeout, Iowa Central. That's their 2nd.
Very wise choice by Coach Montalto. I'm not sure we had the right personnel on the field with the punt team, and call timeout, so nothing silly happens during the punt.
That's right. How about we throw it to another break? We'll be right back in just a moment for the Game 1 Bowl on Triton. After the game, you can find lots to do. Enjoy local eats and unique shopping in our historic downtown district. It is all dressed up for holiday season. Try your hand at hatchet throwing, check out a local brewery, or spend time at a local fun event. Back to the broadcast here. Here's a big punt. Oh, good stuff. Still rolling. What a bounce. Staying inside the 5. Jump on it. How about that?
Unbelievable. It didn't start very well. We kind of had a poor snap. We rolled the snap back there. Punter did a wonderful job of securing the ball and kicked it away from the lone ranger that was back there returning. They've got the ball on their own 2, 98 yards away from pay dirt.
You know, what I love so far is the Iowa Central Tritons. They're playing a big mental game so far, and they are beating them by a big time as far as mental game goes. Like you said, they attacked the return man, acting like the ball was coming that way. The ball ended up way on the other side of the field. No one was there. No one was home. And now, well, the Cardinals have got to start up on their own 2-yard line.
Boy, this is tough to go 98 yards against our defense, and we just have to play smart here. Don't give up a big one.
Back to pass, Pierce.
Pass. They're going for the big one right there.
Fowler.
Good job. Very nice coverage there. You know, those corners, they get out there in islands, and Cavante Fowler did a wonderful job, you know, in coverage. And their fella there going up for Kelby Williams. And Kelby's tall, rangy guy, 6'3", 180 pounds, so give up a lot of height there. Wonderful coverage, though, by Cavante.
Yes.
2nd and 10 on their own 2-yard line. Little outside zone running play, and Tritons stuff it for nothing.
Now, we got some extracurricular. Now, I will say one thing that is interesting. Kelby is filling in for the spot of Rayshon Glover, who's out today. He is their 2nd leading receiver in receptions and receiving yards.
Okay, good point there. 2nd and 9 now, or 3rd and 9, excuse me. Big 3rd down for the Tritons. It'd be fun to make them kick it from their own end zone. They're back to pass.
Rolling to his right.
Scrambling there.
Pierce, finds an open man,
boy.
but off.
They had him one there. Our corner on that occasion, instead of just covering the receiver and letting the quarterback possibly run, kind of came up when the quarterback flushed, and if he hits him down the sideline, they've got probably a 30 or 40-yard game, but overthrown. So they're going to be punting from their own end zone. This is great for the Tritons. That was a near miss there by Trinity Valley. They had a chance to make a play right there.
That's certainly right. This is a situation where if you're playing Madden, you're rage quitting right here. This is where I'm turning off the game console.
Love it.
10-0, 11:45 remains. Big punt going towards the 40-yard line. Here's Isaiah Hazlitt to return, making his way down to the 40, the 35. And you know what? That's actually a new return man. That's Travis Isaac on the return rather than Hazlitt.
Yep. Travis did a nice job. He got it on the high bounce and took it down the sideline. I think they're going to call us for a block in the back or a clip. It was very close. I couldn't, we're a long ways away. I couldn't tell for sure, but it might have been a clip or a block in the back there on us. Looks like they're going to walk the wrong direction.
During the return, personal foul, blindside block, number 20, return team, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, 1st down.
That's right. That's going to be on the other side of the 50 now. That's a tough spot because you return it on their side of the 50, then you end up on your own side.
No questions. It's 15 yards, and that's a 1st down and a half, obviously. So Tritons have the ball still in good field position on our own 38. We're moving on the left hash mark, and be good to get something rolling here.
I see a 1st and 10. Doubles to the strong side, also blocking back formation, and Colton Hogue in the gun with a lone receiver out left. They send Cal in motion. Handoff.
He slipped a couple times on that turf. Early in the game we threw a little step back screen to him. I think he had some yardage on our first possession and slipped, and then he had a little room to run there. He's a great player. Cal Wyman's a great player on that jet sweep and just slipped on the turf.
Now, recently they've actually changed the turf up from what I understand. Used to be able to wear like tennis shoes on this style of turf, but now we're getting back in the cleats.
Yep, the molded cleats are the best thing out here.
Hogue gets the reception, moves forward, gets close to the 1st down. Late flag thrown.
There you go. I mean, I think he grabbed his face mask and very nice. I tell you what, Zach Marker does a nice job with. He didn't just drill that ball in there, and throw it 100 miles an hour.
Personal foul, face mask, number 6, defense. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. 1st down.
By the receiver out there, give him a few extra yards.
Certainly.
We're going to get 15 yards tacked on for the personal foul face mask and set us up for 1st and 10 on the 38.
First and 10 from the Cardinal 38. Here's a marker in the gun. Doubles to his right and a lone receiver out left. Short curl, looking like some zig routes, and rolling deep to his right. Here's the quarterback keeper. Wow, breaking ankles, moving forward. Holy moly.
Really some fancy footwork by Zach Marker there. Really tremendous. He kind of hesitated like he was going to throw it. The defense kind of stopped pursuing him, find their receiver. Then he tucked it and ran and juked about 3 guys and picked up another first down.
Here's Zach. Here's one to help you out. Go to the timestamp of about the 51-minute mark of this YouTube video to impress any girl you want to show with that last clip. That was incredible.
That was a tremendous run for sure.
Yeah.
First and 10, 27, and this would be a big possession for us right here if we can somehow find a way to get her in the end zone.
Pistol looking left. He's going to have to hold on to it, roaming forward.
Yep. Very great pursuit by Trinity Valley there. You talk about D linemen that stayed in their lanes, did a wonderful job, flushed Zach to his left. Great coverage. I mean, Zach had enough time to throw the ball when the pocket broke down, but they had us covered up, and great choice by him not forcing it. Hey, we'll play another down. We're 2nd and 9.
Certainly. 2nd and 9, getting closer and closer to that red zone for the 3rd time today for the Tritons. Look at this bunch set now towards the left.
Into the boundary. We've got 3 receivers.
Wilbin cuts
well
back.
Blocked inside. Holy cow.
Mama, there goes that man.
Offensive line did a tremendous job on the left side, knocking him off the football. And what a great one by Walter Wilbon. And we're down to the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. Coach will go turbo. He wants to snap it quick while the defense is still catching their breath.
Speaking about those offensive line, Coach Justice Clegg, he didn't name him for that reason. He had him earn that spot. Oh, a catch.
Oh, what a grab.
Wow.
Travis Isaac in the back of the end zone. Once again, Zach Marker has a knack of knowing when to put a little touch on the ball and when to zing it. Nice little touch pass there, rolling to his right. Zach's played a phenomenal football game, Hank.
That's right. And you're exactly right. You know, if he rifled that one in there, then there wouldn't have no chance, because the receiver in Travis Isaac, he was falling backwards. He needs to make that slow motion grab. He did just that, and here comes the PAT. It
was a wonderful pass, wonderful catch. Tremendous execution by our Tritons there.
Winnenkampa is up, and it's for 2 for 2 for the day, including a field goal. 17-0 with 9 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first half. Hank and Coach will be right back after this.
Dead ball foul following the try. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 50, defense. That will be number 50's first unsportsmanlike conduct as far as counting. 15-yard penalty will be administered on the kickoff.
Triton Nation, welcome back to your bowl broadcast. Hank Ambrose and Coach Kevin Twait with you, the athletic director for the Iowa Central Triton Community College. And wow,
they after the kick, there was a young man lost his cool a little bit. I'm sure frustration setting in, but you just can't do that and hurt your team. So now they got a 15-yard personal foul. Now we're going to kick off from the 50-yard line, and that's that really unfortunate for Trinity Valley. That hurts their football team for sure.
I will say that is also the second defensive lineman with a personal foul in this one. They run a 4-3 defense. That's not good.
No. See what the Tritons are going to do here. We kick her deep. He's going to take it out 2 yards deep in the end zone. And great coverage. We're going to get him on 12, 13-yard line.
Boy,
tremendous.
Look at that swarm.
Tremendous coverage there.
It's like a tsunami down there. That takes guts to return it within 2 yards of the end zone, facing against the Tritons return team.
Well, especially when we're kicking from the 50. We have 15 yards left less to cover, and so now we're already down there almost, Now if we're kicking from the 35, we kick it 2 yards deep. That's a little different story. We're not going to get down there quite as fast. So they've got the long field. They're going to return it start from their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10, Trinity Valley.
9 minutes on the board. Here's a try set with doubles to the right side.
They motion one of the backs out. It's going to be a double pass. Nope, just a swing pass to number 14 out there. And nice play. Nice defensive play.
It looks like I saw Joshua Tate over there that made the play.
35. I'm going to take a look at my cheat sheet here and see who 35 is. Demetrius Walker made the play out there, actually. Number 35 for us.
It was Demetrius.
Yep. Fake a zone play.
Wow.
Hit us out there wide again. Look out.
Another swing pass.
Nice swing pass there. And the receiver did a nice job blocking our corner. They got the edge there. First down of the game for Trinity Valley.
Yes, it is.
They look good on the trying to expose our flat coverage there. Out to the 26-yard line. First down, Cardinals. They got 2 backs in the game now. So the quarterback back there, 2 backs in the game. They've been motioning one out. Little play fake, both backs are in blocking, 3-man route, and they got a post to their best receiver.
Oh,
great coverage. Two tremendous, 2 DBs right in the mix there. Tremendous.
That was Fowler and Camacho.
Yeah.
It's good to have Camacho back. He's been dealing with a high ankle sprain. He's back for this game, and he's making the most of it.
He's a wonderful football player. He's kind of the leader in the back end back there as far as getting communication.
Oh, yeah.
Getting everybody lined up, whether they're going to be in cover 3, cover 4, cloud coverage, sky coverage, whatever we're doing. Outside zone handoff, and boy, our defense is all over it. They've had trouble running the ball. Tremendous. Number 15, Dakari Randall. Nice job from his linebacker spot, Hank.
Yes, certainly. And, we talk about those defensive backs. Out of those 4 main guys, 2 cornerbacks, and the 2 safeties from last season, we sent 3 of those guys up a level to either Division I or Division II college football, completely replace these guys, and they've done a great job filling in.
Caleb Young's done a wonderful job.
Oh, yeah.
Our assistant coach, coached our defensive backs, and Dave Mann, I know, assists in that capacity, too. Those guys are spot on, wonderful coaches.
Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Jersey number 7 for us in the back end there.
Is that Perry over there? Perry Slater, maybe?
Yep. Did a very, very nice job. Had a hand kind of on the backside, and his strong hand got in front of there and knocked that ball down. It was a beautiful play. You're right on, spot on. Perry Slater, Hank, you got this stuff memorized. I don't.
That's okay. Hey, I've been here for about 3 years, just watching film after film and game after game.
Punt formation now, 4th and 9 for the Cardinals, and we've got 2 guys back deep. Looks like we're going to be in return mode here. Beautiful punt.
Really nice break from that runner on the Trinity Valley side, 44 or 49 it looks like.
Nice fair catch there. Once again, Travis Isaac looks really comfortable back there, whether he's catching it on a bounce or fair catch it. That's a blessing if you have a guy that you have a lot of confidence in that can catch the football on a punt, because at the end of the day, when they're punting to you, you have one objective. Make sure your offense is back on the field. Don't fumble that darn thing,
Yep, that's right.
Well, Tritons leading 17-0 with 7 minutes left. Boy, it'd be nice to be able to get one more in there before the half, Hank.
I agree. See what they come out in. Great rushing attack so far, followed by some dink and ducks on offense. Zach Marker takes the field one more time. Hands off to Jaden Washington,
Beautiful.
moving forward.
Nice 4-yard play. We're going to be sitting at 2nd and 6.
And once again, Noah Howard's helmet comes off. It's the second time this game Howard's helmet has came off.
76 blew out for one play, helmet off.
Get tight now. He might want to put his chin strap on a little bit tighter.
Yeah. Now, we do have depth at the offensive line position, but those front 5, man, they are just maulers.
Simon Wilson comes in for him, and Simon's 6'1", 310, so he's a big rascal as well.
2nd and 6. Back to pass. Marker looking over the middle of the field. Fires for Hazlitt. Oh, right in the jersey numbers.
That was a nice pass, and Isaiah is, he's a heck of a receiver. He's just one of those ones that kind of went through his hands there. I think Isaiah catches 9 out of 10 of those, Hank. One of those things. Now we're sitting at 3rd and 6. We got to see what Coach does here. If he wants to work the clock, maybe try and pick it up on a run, or going to air it out. So my guess is he's going to throw the ball.
In the gun, doubles. Here comes motion. Hazlitt.
Motion to trips. Coach is going to throw it.
Moving up. Here's Marker rolling to his left. Tucks it.
He's got a lot of room. Oh, nice run.
Somersault forward. Has enough for a first down and another 5 yards to me.
I tell you what, 37 for them made a great play there, because if he doesn't make that play, I'm not sure who's going to for about 10 more yards. Nathan Sims, backup middle linebacker, made a great play for him there, because Zach might have run for 20 more yards, actually. Nice, great first down by the Tritons, though.
And in that first quarter, it was all Zach Marker. I mean, a lot of good rushing, but he led the way on the ground with 35 yards. Man, he might have 100 yards by halftime, Coach.
Yeah. He's running well, throwing well. He's played a lot of great football for us in 3 years, but I'll tell you what, he is really on today, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Playing great football. Running, throwing, making great decisions.
And how much of that do you believe is attributed to the former Triton, Byron Jarrett, the Offensive Player of the Year?
He learned a lot from him and watched him and learned from him, studied film, and he knew when it was his time he'd be ready, and he's ready this year, and it's showing today. Here we go.
Washington.
Oh, beautiful. Our offensive line is creasing them right now up front. We don't need a lot of crease. We have some great running backs, but what a great push, little crease, and nice 8-yard gain on 2nd and 5 for a first down.
Just drilling them. Trips to the left. Here's another screen designed for Sims.
Screen.
Working backwards. Oh, man. Sims still on his feet, moving backwards. Yeah. Tough spot there, Coach.
Sometimes it's hard to do because guys want to make plays. The things it blows up in your face. Sometimes you just take your 2-yard loss and live to play another down. I get he's trying to make a play. Ends up being an 8-yard loss. Unfortunate 2nd and 18 for us right now, but I wouldn't put it past us to find a way to get this first down.
Certainly not. And, here's the other thing. Tritons are averaging a first down just about every other play, so why not get a little risky?
Yep.
Up 17-0, closing out the first half. Here we go. Trips to the right, doubles to the left. Marker steps up, and he's going to keep it. Tucks it away, and I think just short of that original line of scrimmage.
It's going to be about third and 11, and nice 7-yard gain there.
Yeah.
They have a 3-man rush, and so, they have 8 drop in coverage. Their coverage was great. Zach knew they were covered, didn't force an errant throw, and rushed for 7 yards. Now it's 3rd and 11. Great play by Zach. Looks like we're going to have trips to the wide field over here to the right on 3rd and, I guess they call it 12. Single receiver into the boundary. 1 back set.
That's right. And Washington, he's going to move to the left now.
Yep, moving to weak side. Looks like they're outside backer from the boundary, maybe blitzing, maybe not. Nope, delayed blitz by the Mike linebacker.
Back to pass,
beautiful.
finds Hazlitt.
Look at this.
On a curl, moving forward, spin move.
Oh, man. Great job of Hazlitt finding the soft spot in the zone. They dropped 8, but, we're only rushing 3. We had all day to throw the ball, and sat down the soft spot. It was wonderful.
Now it looks like there's a penalty marker near the 40-yard line on the Triton side.
Didn't see it.
I did not see that either.
Holding. Number 15, defense. Penalties declined. Result of the play, first down.
Defensive corner on Desna Washington, and we'll decline that penalty, take that wonderful gain, and now we're sitting 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line.
That's KJ Gilbert. That's been called on the holding penalty. Who's filling in for Dabari Hawkins. From the pistol, strong set, moving forward out of the first down.
Tell you what, is it nice when you can run the ball for 5 or 6 yards on first down?
Oh, yes.
Great push by the left side of the line, and Jaden hit it in there tough. So now we're 2nd and 5. And I coached, that was my 3 favorite words, 2nd and 5. You had the whole playbook, Hank. You could do it all.
2nd and 5. That's exactly right. Right here. Bunch set coming in.
Play
Marker's
fake.
looking. Uh-oh. Take his time, and is it picked?
Yep.
Let's see.
Yep.
They're acting as if it's so.
Yep, interception there, and, one we probably forced. covered up a little bit. Maybe that Zach had to do that over game, probably tuck it and run it or throw it off the back of the end zone. It takes away a scoring chance for us, gives them maybe a little help. But guess what? 17-0 Tritons, and I got a lot of faith in our defense with them having 80 yards to go.
Yep, certainly. And, I believe that was also KJ Gilbert, again, who made the play, number 15. Yep. Is that right?
It was. Nice interception by KJ. I'm going to be heading down to the field here, and I'll see you maybe midway through the third quarter, all right, Hank?
Sounds good. Well, hey, appreciate it there, Coach. And
keep the Tritons going.
You got it. I'm looking forward to it. I'll catch you later. Once again, the athletic director, Coach Kevin Twitt's been my guest here on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Let's get back to the play-by-play. Hank Ambrose back with you now. Triton Nation, welcome back to your bowl broadcast. It's the Game 1 Bowl. I'm Hank Ambrose with you. I'd like to thank Coach Kevin Twitt, once again, the athletic director for the Iowa Central Tritons, for joining me for the broadcast. Sounds like I'm going to get him a little bit later on as well. 17-0 is the score right now. Third and 2, here goes Pierce. He's looking long. He might just try to dump it off. He does just that. Really nice soft touch. Lawan Miller was there in coverage, just couldn't get there in time. It's the big 8-1 who made the play in the first down. 81. Looks like I'm going to have to go into my roster sheet for that one. I don't have him in my first 6 receiver list, so, hey, props to the 81 for coming in and making a play. Is not a normal starter in the lineup. It's Michael Black who made the play from first down a moment ago. Here's 2nd and 4 off of the power zone. Tritons use their
timeout. Iowa Central. That's their third and final timeout.
Tritons up 17-0. Let's take it with Coach Montalto. We'll be back after this on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Triton Nation, I'm back with you for this one. Coming out of the Coach Montalto called timeout, we got trips to the left. Look at that counter read, really nice draw play. Moving forward, that's the 2-3. He's going to have enough for a first down. That timeout didn't do its justice, but hopefully Tritons have made some subs to get ready to close out this drive. It's been the best offensive drive so far from Trinity Valley. Here's another zone read. Moving forward. Going to be another pickup of nearly 5. And a penalty marker thrown late. Kevontae Fowler was towards the flat. It might be him or a wide receiver. I missed exactly what it was. I was trying to find the 23 of that last tailback. That's Isaiah Crosby, what I have right here. Let's listen in on the penalty.
Dead ball. Personal foul each way. Number 22 blue, number 19 white. Those penalties offset. Second down.
So you heard that. Personal foul against Kevontae Fowler. That's a tough spot there because Kevontae, he is our cornerback number 1. We don't want to end up losing him. One more, and he's going to have to sit the rest of the day. I also heard a personal foul from, I believe I heard it was from and on Jalen Butler, the 82. Moving forward, oh, man, big pop. Oh, man, he's okay. Goodness gracious, that was a big pop. Pierce making a football play, lowering his helmet, moving forward. Here's a 3rd and short now from the 34. Pierce looking right, steps up. There's pressure. The big dog. It's the Army Swiss knife hitting the Dougie. Deontay Bryant.
Timeout, Cardinals. That's their first.
And the Cardinals will take a timeout. How about we keep it right here? I want to break down a little bit more from each team and what I know from either side. Once again, if you missed the pregame report, here's a little recap of it. The Tritons coming into the Game 1 Bowl led the nation in total offense, 4,782 total yards. That's 478 yards per game, and are second in the nation in passing yards per game with 297. The Tritons are also second nationally in points per game with 39.5, fifth in yards per carry at 5, and 11th in the country in rushing yards per game with 180. On offense, Iowa Central has had 7 different players attempt to pass, 11 different players have carried the ball, and 16 different players have caught a pass. On defense, Iowa Central is 9th in rushing defense, allowing just 97 yards a game, and 3rd in fumble recoveries with a total of 14. For Trinity Valley, as an unranked and picked to finish 4th in the Southwest in the preseason poll, Trinity Valley headed into the 2020 season with a little fanfare. But by the end of the regular season, the Cardinals had defied the odds and claimed the conference championship with a perfect 7-0 record in their Southwest Junior College Football Conference. Oh my goodness. Are they lining up to really kick this? So that's on the 45, so this is about 61 yards. Here's a kick. Huge one. Holy smokes. All the way back. It's not going to be good, but the kid's got a leg on him. That's Jake Gaster with the last kick. They must be very confident in him. That's the second time they've attempted over a 50-yard field goal in this game. Both of them no good, but hey, how about that? 17-0, the Tritons with an opportunity coming up. Let's see what they do here now. You have no timeouts. You could just milk the clock out here and head into halftime, or you could take a few shots. You're going to come out in trips. Trying to see which tailback's out there for the Tritons. Zach Marker is out as the quarterback. Back to pass, it is Wilbin as a tailback. Marker rolls to his right, looks downfield, fires, and gets a little too far in front of Jamarian Wheeler. It's swatted down. Incomplete. That was Dabari Hawkins on the last play. Very tall cornerback. He's 6'4". They don't make cornerbacks that big.
Holding, number 9, defense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
They call him on a hold. Dabari Hawkins, it's going to be an automatic first down and put him at the spot of the foul. Wow. "22 seconds remain in the first half. I'm Hank Ambrose with you. Tritons marching down the field. They're up 17-0. Off of 2 Marker passing touchdowns, one to Desna, the other one sent over towards Trevor Isaac. Marker's got pressure, rolls left, fires downfield. Jamarian Wheeler makes the grab and steps out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock with 13 seconds to play in the second quarter. How about that throw from the gunslinger, Zach Marker? And Jamarian Wheeler, with possibly an even better catch, made the catch, but the fact that he was still able to stay on his feet and work out of bounds, beautiful stuff, man, beautiful. It's going to be first and goal now. Ball on the 9-yard line. First and goal. In the gun. Trips right. Lone receiver left. 13 seconds remain. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. Got an open man. Trevor Isaac has 2 receiving touchdowns. 2 thrown up deuce. Love it. It's going to be 23-0 early before the PAT. Now comes Kangalo Buenancamba for the PAT. He is 2 for 2 kicking PATs on the day, and he also has hit a 35-yard field goal. The kick is up, and it's good, 24-0. Tritons up 24-0. There's just 7 seconds to be played for the rest of the first half. I'm Hank Ambrose. We'll throw it to a break and be right back to close out with a kickoff for Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Triton Nation, we're back in this one. 7 seconds remain as we're getting ready to kick off. Just saw a 9-yard receiving touchdown from Travis Isaac. 24-0, here we go. Liam Wahey lines back up to kick from the 35. He goes for a squib kick, bouncing. Gets towards the 35 as they bust outside, moving. Oh, big hit outside. Flags are thrown. That might be a late hit call against Tritons. Devontae Seymour was the man on the return. Oh, I see a helmet came off, I believe.
Personal foul. Late hit, number 7, defense. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the return. First down.
15-yard penalty added towards the end of the run. That's the stuff that's going to cost you. Now the Cardinals going to be starting up on the Triton side of the 50. Ball on the 42-yard line. You've attempted 2 50-yard-plus field goals already. I don't know if you have the muster to try another one, because they both missed earlier. Here's the final play of the half. 24-0, 3 seconds on the clock. Trips out to the right, lone receiver left. Pierce, lots of pressure, sticks, gets there to force the pressure with Rex Van Wy right behind him. And that's going to close out the half, 24-0. Tritons with the lead.
There's no flag on the play for intentional grounding. The contact is what caused the ball not to gain the line of scrimmage. Halftime.
As you hear right there, no flag on the play to close it out. It's 24-0. The first scores go as follow. A 5-yard receiving touchdown from Desna Washington. Then Congalome Bud and Kamba hit a
20-minute halftime. Thank you.
Receiving touchdown. And then Trevor Isaac had his second receiving touchdown on the day with a 9-yard reception. There has just been two drives we have seen from the Cardinals getting a first down and more. The Tritons have been excellent so far, scoring on every single drive they've had besides 2. One of them ending in an interception made by KJ Gilbert, a linebacker safety mix flex player for the Cardinals, as well as the opening drive, which resulted in a 3-and-out punt. We'll have a 20-minute break for halftime. We'll be right back afterwards. I'm Hank Ambrose on Triton Nation's YouTube channel.
I know, but Mom, don't skip your recommended vaccines. They help protect you against certain diseases, so ask your doctor or pharmacist about any recommended vaccines you may need. Skip the other stuff instead, like, I don't know.
Skip the pants.
Check me out.
I know, but Mom, don't skip your recommended vaccines. They help protect you against certain diseases, so ask your doctor or pharmacist about any recommended vaccines you may need. Skip the other stuff instead, like, I don't know.
Skip the pants.
Check me out.
Just another color
Triton Nation, welcome to your bowl game halftime report. I'm Hank Ambrose with you in this one. I figured I'd break down some of the stats we saw in the first game. The halftime score, 24-0. Very impressive stuff so far for the Iowa Central Tritons. They've held these Cardinals to only 63 yards of offense, only running 24 plays this game so far. Comparing that to what the Tritons have done so far, on the other end, the Tritons have gotten almost 300 yards of offense, running a little over 45 yards of play. So they're playing twice as much as offense so far as the Cardinals, and the main reason because of that is because, well, the Cardinals, they have back-to-back 3-and-outs. They can't move the chains. They only have 3 first downs in the first half compared to the Tritons having a total of 15. Here are your stat leaders as far as the Iowa Central Tritons. Rushing, Zach Marker leads the way with 62 total yards. He is also leading the way passing with 158 total yards, passing with 3 throwing touchdowns. Desno Washington leads the way with 6 targets, 4 receptions, and 1 receiving touchdown. Travis Isaac has 2 receptions, both of them touchdowns, a little less than 10 yards. Over on the Trinity Valley side, leading the way for them, rushing the football, is DeMonte Seymour with 24 total yards. Passing-wise, Darion Peace is 5 for 13 with 38 yards. He's also been sacked twice. The pressure's been very nice. We've seen James Williams and Deontay Bryant get a sack so far in the first half. In receiving, it's been all Michael Black for Trinity Valley, despite being pretty quiet. 2 receptions, 21 yards. Like I said, no touchdowns so far. We're going to have to see the Cardinals move the chains if they want to stay in this one. Otherwise, it's been all Tritons from here on out. 24-0. I'm Hank Ambrose with your Game 1 Bowl halftime report. We'll be right back in just a little bit for the opening kickoff of the second half momentarily on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Triton Nation. Yes, welcome back to the Game 1 Bowl. We're about to get the second half underway. I'm Hank Ambrose with you the rest of the way through. It's been all Iowa Central so far, 24-0. Only 3 first downs we saw from Trinity Valley out on offense to begin for them. But lucky for them, they will start with the football, the chains. Otherwise, Tritons have been dominant early on here. They just got to keep the same style play. One other thing the Trinity Valley Cardinals have been doing that probably needs to change is they've been a little too aggressive. They have 3 personal fouls on their team so far. No one's been kicked out of the game yet, but been very aggressive. I get a lot of that, maybe frustration, but gotta get back into the game of football. Nice return, gonna get towards about the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cards. Before we get back into the play-by-play, I want to shout out the sponsor of the game for the Game 1 Bowl, of course the Game 1 Bowl, but also big thank you to Cedar Falls Tourism and Visitor Bureau, where you can enjoy local eats and unique shopping in our historic downtown district. It is all dressed up for the holiday season. Try your hand at hatchet throwing, check out a local brewery, or spend time at a fun local event. Check out cedarfallstourism.org to make your plans. Back to it we go. We've seen the first 2 plays of the opening drive of the half, and well, Noah Epley was in on the last tackle. Rex Van Wy has been a little quiet earlier. I know Rex's older brother plays for the UNI Panthers. Rex, a true freshman, leads the Tritons in tackles on the season. And a wide open man downfield. Oh, blown coverage. He runs all the way to the end zone. 70 yards. Pass complete to number 1 to mark him in for the first score of the day for those Cardinals. Trenton Hudson, as he blows past Jacob Camacho on the last play. Ah, man, that was tough. It was 3rd and short. They take a deep shot, pull a nice trick out of their pocket, and ended up with a big play downfield. 24-6 before the PAT. To kick the PAT is Jake Gaster. Kick is up, and it's good, making it a 24-7 ball game. Exactly 14 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break and be back after this with more football on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Triton Nation, welcome back to your bowl broadcast of the Game 1 Bowl, previously known as the Graphic Edge Bowl. All time, the Tritons have a 17-9 record that dates back to 1978. No, not every year the Tritons have made it, but they've certainly made it their postseason home with a historic run throughout the 2000s. Tritons are on what I have as a 9-game win streak in this same bowl game down in the Unidome. Oh my goodness, table topped and brought straight down. You know, I gotta say, with how good the Tritons came out in that first half, not including their first drive, which was a 3-and-out, I'm very impressed how they were able to just get to work right away. It's been a month since either of these teams have played football. Over a month, matter of fact, since either of them have played football. And for them to just go out and act like they haven't missed any time at all, very impressive stuff. They keep a Zach marker heading back out onto the field. Trips to the left and doubles to the right. Comes a motion for Colton Hogue as they go back to pass. Over the middle. Cal Weideman makes a catch, moves forward. Jukes around the head official down there as well. That's going to be close enough for a first down, maybe a yard shy. No, they're going to bring it and move it forward for yet another Triton first down. First and 10 on the 35. Here are the Tritons in the pistol. See motion Weideman, heading 5 yards inwards, and here goes Jason Murray with a blast outside. Big tackle by Niner out there. That's Dabari Hawkins who made the play. 2nd and 7 now, ball on the 38 of the Triton side. We've seen a lot of work in the flats and a lot of inside zones from this offense so far. Great awareness from the receivers. Tritons working on all cylinders. What's going on here now? Oh, I'm not for sure what this could be.
False start. Number 76. 76. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
It is a false start against Noah Howard, the starting right guard. They'll move backwards. 2nd and 12 from the 33-yard line now. 12:45 remains in the third quarter. Here we go. Look at these 2 deep safeties. And then another 6 stacked as a board across the line. Swing pass out towards Hazlitt, moves forward, gets back to the 40. It's going to be a pickup of about 7. Hazlitt's got wheels, man. He started his career with the Tritons as just a return man, but really is motioned in and has gotten a lot of work as a wide receiver since transitioning into more of a receiver for the past year and a half now, season and a half. Trips to the right, doubles to the left. Here's a marker who stands alone. Looks like there's an adjustment to be made on the field. Cardinals are showing zone. Out to their weak side. Pass on over to George Sims. Step back, moving forward. He needs to get to the 45 for that first. He might have landed for it. See how generous the spot is. Oh, man. Looks like they're not going to give him enough for a first down, but just a yard shy. Tritons come out looking like they're going to punt. Colbin Miller comes out to punt for the Tritons. First time we've seen from him punting the football since the first drive. Here's the punt all the way up. Headed towards the 25, and oh, he dropped it. Get on it. Get on it. Get on it. Battle for the ball, and the Tritons have it. Noah Epley gets on it first. It's IC3 possession, starting up in the Cardinal red zone. Love to see it. The big middle linebacker getting the recovery. Let's keep it right here. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line now. How about that? What a turn of events, and right here we go and start already up in the red zone. Doubles to the left. There's a power back in formation. Jason Murray, bootleg, rolling out to his right. Marker keeping it for himself, tucks it away. He's got wheels sliding down as he makes his way towards the 10-yard line. Second and 2 for the gain of 8. Got some nice attendance today down at the Game 1 Bowl. Shout out to all Triton fans coming and supporting IC3 or the Trinity Valley Cardinals. Stepping up and, pulled back from behind, that might be a loss of 1 or a gain of nothing. And it was close to either or. It's 42 who got there first. Gonna have to go to my roster sheet for that one. On the last play, it was Caleb Bennett. Handoff. Wilbin makes a push forward. And he ends up on the good side for the Tritons. Crossing the 10-yard marker.
28 defense to be a one play, helmet off.
Joe Shippen with the stop on the last play. And that is enough for Triton. First down, first and goal now. From the 8-yard line. Here we go. In the gun, stacked doubles on each side. They send a man in motion. It's Hogue. Comes in as a blocking back. Farm it in. He's got it. Oh, but it looks like penalty. There is right before he got in. Man.
Holding, number 7, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay the down. First down.
That's against Jamarian Wheeler. That's tough there because not only do you not get that, but you lose yards, and it stays first and goal, so it's not like you can gain another 10 yards and get a first down. You got to get it in 4.
There was a penalty, but the result of the play was a touchdown, so that means the game clock will start on the snap. Please place 9:31 on the game clock. 9:31.
Here right there, they're going to reset the game clock to 9:31. Looked like a fake read outside for Marker, kept it for himself. And the line looked like they had some miscommunication too. Blown play. Second and goal from the 15-yard line. They're waiting for it here, coming in. Here we go. Trips to the right. Same motion in. Stack them up. Lone receiver left. Over the middle of the end zone. Ball went up. Nearly was tipped and caught. Ends up being dropped there in the end zone. Triton cheer making a big loud for the crowd. 8:45 remains in this third quarter. Trinity Valley has gotten the momentum back so far. Third and goal from the 15. Empty backfield for Zach Marker. Trips far to the right and doubles to the left. Marker steps back, looks for the end zone, steps up now, goes to the corner. Hit George Sims, but couldn't hold on to the ball. That'll bring out the field goal unit. Big play here. This is a field goal that, if it's made, could keep them within that 3-possession lead. Otherwise, it'd be tough if we see these Cardinals get another 3 touchdowns, especially with the momentum they have climbing for them. Marked on the 26-yard line. Kick is up. Uh-oh. Muffed it. Shanked it out to the left. Hard off the cinder block, and turnover on downs. Going to be the official call. So the Tritons can't capitalize after recovering the dropped punt from Trinity Valley, and now Trinity Valley is going to start up with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 with 8.5 minutes to play. As the ball will be marked on their own 21-yard line. Here trots out Pierce and his Cardinals. Peace back to pack. Looking to his right. Still roaming with his arm out. Goes. Oh, man, almost picked it off. Camacho was a play away from getting another turnover. It's going to stay 2nd and 10, 8:25 remains. Trips right, doubles to the left. Back to pass. Looking for the in route. So they move forward, getting to the 40-yard line. That's enough for about a 20-yard gain. As that was sent over to number 17, Kelby Williams. Inside, zone. Still on his feet, moving, has a block. Perry Slater is the one who brought him down, but should have enough for another first down. Eight minutes remains in the third quarter, and the clock is ticking. In the gun, trips to the right. Play action pass. Going, finds an open man. Oh my goodness, he make the catch? Oh, they say no. I don't know if his feet would even have been in bounds. Intended receiver that time was 19. Goes incomplete. Intended for Caleb Johnson. 2nd and 10 from their own 49-yard line, just a yard away from crossing the 50. 7:45 on the clock. Handoff, inside zone. Blasted by Noah Epley and Demetrius Walker. Walker's made some good plays today, as usual. Just another day done on the job. 7.5 minutes remain. Here we go. Peace is in the gun. He's got trips to his right, lone receiver left. Here comes the motion. Back to pass. Little dump off, screen. Williams gets it right back. Great read by James Williams, who makes a tackle. Bring up 4th and 2. Hurry up offense. Try to get the Tritons to jump, but they do a good job at holding down the fort. 6:45 on the clock now. Back to pass, looking left. Shuck it. Chuck it, chuck it. Deep. Here we go. And it's off. No penalty marker on the field. It's going to be a turnover on downs. So there you go. We've seen 2 turnovers on downs now. 3 turnovers in total if you count that dropped punt from earlier. That was a 7-play drive that lasted almost 2 minutes, 1 minute and 58 seconds officially. The Tritons come back out and they switch up their quarterback. Justin Silverstein checks in. I'm right here. Oh. Silverstein checks in. He's in the gun. Get trips to the left. The lone receiver to his right. Oh, and they try to go with that screen again. Wide receiver for Jamarian Wheeler, but it's dropped. We got Athletic Director Coach Twait joining me again. Well, what do you think of these last few plays here, Coach?
I'm getting a little nervous, buddy.
I am too.
You know what a just a testimony to the grit of Trinity Valley. I mean, they come out, they're down 24-0. They're not hanging there. They came out, they score immediately, and they force us to punt the ball, and then they have a great goal line stunt after they muff the punt. So, but great stand by us on 4th down there. We need to get some things doing and get this clock moving and get this thing going. Nice job up front, 4-yard run, makes it 3rd and 6, and you know. It'd be great for us to keep our defense off the field, use a little more time, even if we don't score a couple first downs, you know, get this third period over with and say we dodged a bullet just 24/7, you know?
Certainly. And now we got to switch up at quarterback. Justin Silverstein checks in. What do you think that does for the Triton offense?
You know, Coach Montalvo has so much confidence in these guys. Is the defense a little different look? He's got confidence. Hey, go make some plays, and I'm sure he will. That's how you play when your coach has confidence. Just right there.
3rd
Spot
and 6.
on. 3rd and 6. Just a beautiful pass right over the middle. And I'm telling you now, that our receivers in zone coverage do a great job of finding that little seam, you know. And who was that right there, number 4?
Yeah, Isaiah Hazlitt there.
Isaiah, what a great job of settling down in the zone defense in the open area, and then Silverstein throwing a dime, you know, just doing it.
Yeah, now Hazlitt is usually used as a return man, so he comes out in a great position here.
They really stuffed the run that time. You know, the first half we were kind of running every time, you know, 4 to 7 yards, it seemed like, on our inside zone, outside zone plays, and that time they got Jaden bottled up for no gain. 2nd and 10 now. What are we going to do, Hank? We're going to throw it or run it? What do you think?
Oh, man, I'm not for sure. You could do just about anything here just to get reset. As long as you get half the distance to a first down, I'd be happy with that.
Gotcha.
From the gun, doubles.
Little play fake there.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
And he tripped, too. Isaiah Hazlitt making the catch out of bounds.
They had a flat defender there, and he just arced it over his head, put a beautiful touch on the ball, threw it over his head, and then a nice catch on Hazlitt out of bounds. And great first down for the Tritons. Now inside the 20, we're in the red zone again.
That's right. The beautiful thing about this new quarterback, Justin Silverstein, who's gotten a lot of looks when Marker went down earlier this year, came in as a baseball player, switched up to go and play football. He walked on, matter of fact, had a Division I scholarship as a senior in high school to play at Western Kentucky, to play baseball for them, and decided to go the
injury time
playing football.
Wow. And you talk about a guy that you know, what kind of an athlete are you when you go to have a Division I baseball offer? You're going to come to our place play baseball. You end up playing football and being an unbelievable steady hand and one count as a backup quarterback to a great Zach Marker, and our offense when you're in there. So athlete. I think he's a Cincinnati, Ohio gentleman. I think is where he's from.
That sounds right.
He's been a great addition to our program. I know Coach Montalto thinks the world of his quarterback room. There's like 8 guys in that room when they meet, you know, and he's got faith in all those rascals going out there to play. And nice thing, it looks like he's shaken up, but he's walking fine. Maybe he got a little ding in the shoulder or something.
Yep,
I look to see him back later on.
That is Hazlitt, and he's been so effective, of course, this past drive. Now, him getting shaken up, he's going to sit out a little bit, but he did walk off to his own power, so it looks like he will be okay.
Nice little step back screen there. Now it's 2nd and 4 from about the 12-yard line. We're sitting in pretty good shape right here. We motioned to empty. Little tunnel screen coming back inside. We fumbled the ball.
Man. Jump on it.
And I think Trinity Valley's got it, actually.
Inside the 5, regardless of who has the ball.
Yep. Nice hit there, and unfortunately we're not able to secure the football. That was Travis Isaac, correct? Coming across in the slip screen. Jersey number 2.
Yeah, it was right there. Now, either way, this is an okay situation for the Tritons. Yeah, you want the touchdown out of it, but your pass rush and your rushing defense has been so good today. Cause for a safety here and get the ball right back.
Yeah. No, they we got down there and missed a field goal last time. Now we're down here in the red zone and don't score and turn it over. It's a little scary here. You don't feel real comfortable, even though you have a 17-point lead, because these fellas have some explosion on offense, and they showed that the first drive.
Certainly.
Back to pass now. Uh-oh.
Oh, and he catches it, makes a play, runs forward.
Yep.
There he goes towards the 40-yard line.
Tell you what.
Trent Hudson with it.
He was the player of the year in their conference for a reason, and he's a dynamic athlete and someone that 6'3", 1A, go up and fetch the ball and just beat us there deep. Little step back screen now, 83. And he ran right through us. They've got a lot of momentum right now. Tritons are kind of on our heels a little bit, not tackling as well as we did in the first half, and now it's time to step up and bow our neck here a little bit on defense, Hank.
That's right. Back-to-back first downs now for the Cardinals. From the gun, inside.
Little inside zone run play for about 3. Pretty nice job up front. They switched up. They went double tight there with a flanker on each side, and they haven't done much double tight, and they rammed it in there for about 3 yards. Pretty good job on defense, though.
I don't know who laid out the halftime speech for the Cardinals, but it's working.
A lot of guys like to have a tape of that thing, maybe use it in their own halftimes. Trips to the wide field, tight end into the boundary here, and they run back to the tight end on a little counter play.
Oh, my
Tritons
goodness.
stay at home. Nice job there.
Great job from each team. I love the play call.
I think they get a 2-yard gain there, so now it's 3rd and 5. My guess is they're in 4-down territory, I would certainly think. They went for it earlier on 4th and I think
Injury timeout.
pass. Down 24-7.
Oh, yes. And that led up to almost another big play in the Triton red zone. We got another Triton down.
This will be a 3rd and 5 play here, and my guess is, the coach calling plays for Trinity Valley is thinking we've got 2 downs to make 5 yards, and do we throw it twice? Do we run it on the first one and then see what we've got? So they've got ample. The whole playbook's at their disposal, I guess. My guess is if this was a tied-up game and they're not down 17, they're thinking we have only 1 play, and then we would probably punt it out of there if we don't make it and pin them inside the 10. But I think when you're down 17 with 3 minutes left in the third, you're thinking we're probably in 4-down territory right now.
Yeah.
They've missed 2 long field goals already.
Please put the play clock at 40.
So having that kicker, oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Both of those 50 yards plus.
The 55-yarder right before half, it had the leg. It was just a hair wide left, actually.
Yeah. From the gun, got trips. And a lone man out left.
Here we go.
Over the middle. Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful tackle. Well executed, though. They faked inside zone run and hit a little seam pass to the slot receiver right over the middle of the field. The play fake holds our linebackers. They got to respect their run and just a seam in the zone there.
Big bad Josh Tate. Safety over the middle. Has another opportunity to make a crack. They get another about 10 yards, but, oh, man.
Telling you what, this is a whole different Trinity Valley team, isn't it? I mean, it looked like they were sleepwalking in the first half, and they have come to play the second half. We better get our stuff in order here.
Working outside, James Williams can't make the tackle, but with one arm dragging him outside, it looks like Brian Lively, I think, ends up with it. It is Brian Lively, gets his first tackle of the day.
That was a great pursuit by our defense. They looked like they had the edge on the outside zone play, and then we ended up getting a nice play made on the sideline.
Here comes a 2nd and 10 from the Triton 17-yard line. Clock is still ticking inside of 2 minutes. Peace comes back in the gun. It looks like it's actually going to be about 2nd and 13 from the 20. Inside zone, following his blockers and moving forward.
Now they're gonna have about a 3rd and 8 here on the 15-yard line. Once again, they've got a great kicker. You're going to need 3 scores anyway. If they don't make it here, I think they've got confidence. Their kicker probably kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game, I would think. I don't think they're, I think they've got a close enough range. If we can hold them here and force them to a field goal, I think mission accomplished for us.
Back to pass over the middle.
Oh, they had him one. We blitzed their outside backer, and they kind of they threw it right where he came from on the blitz, and they ended up dropping the ball. Otherwise, they have a first down, and goal.
Certainly.
Here, just like we thought, they're going to line up for a field goal. They got a lot of faith in this rascal. Obviously, it's going to be about 32 yards from the left hash mark, and if he makes it, it'll be a 2-score game now, Hank.
That's right. That's what made that kick from Brendan Kamba so important earlier when he shanked that one just earlier this quarter.
Yep.
It's Jake Gaster from about 30 yards out. Here's the kick. It's up.
And it's good. 24-10. They've really a gut test and a testament to their mental toughness and intestinal fortitude at halftime to go in down 24-0, getting the tar kicked out of you, and they end up 24-10 with a minute left in the third quarter. Credit them.
Certainly. 10 unanswered points so far. Still have a minute to play here in the third quarter. Let's see what happens after this on Triton Nation's YouTube channel.
I think it'd be really critical here for the Tritons to even if we don't score, to use up the rest of the third quarter, maybe 3 or 4 minutes of the fourth quarter, shorten this game. Obviously, we want to have a score for sure, but it's time to crank us up again.
Certainly, and starts off with a good return, that's for sure. They're going to use their same place kicker kicking this. It's Jake Gaster.
Not real deep. We've got the catcher at the 10-yard line there.
Here's a return from George Sims.
George go out of bounds near the 20-yard line there. Going to be about the 24-yard line. Pretty good return.
24-10, 1 minute and 3 seconds remain here. Hank Ambrose with Coach Kevin Twait, the AD for the Iowa Central Tritons, with you today for your play-by-play coverage for the Game 1 Bowl. Tritons, they've been a little lackluster on defense. They've been solid on offense, but they just got to execute now.
Yeah, we last couple times in the red zone, we miss a field goal, and then we're going to probably score a touchdown, and we get popped. The ball pops out. If we don't turn the ball over and start moving the sticks here, we'll be in great shape. It's up to our offense right now to get something going again. Trips wide field, single receiver into the boundary.
Silverstein takes it. Oh my goodness!
The step back screen. Oh my. Oh, boy. Stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Jamarian Wheeler, he's really, really light on his feet. He can make you miss in just about anything. But that time he used his own feet to step himself out of bounds. Great throw from Justin Silverstein, who takes the field on back-to-back drives for the Tritons.
Great pass by Justin. Isn't it great to have two quarterbacks like this that you can roll in there and out of there and not worry about it? You got the same type of skill sets and great young men, great players.
It is, and the thing about that makes it so awesome? Here's a run from Wilbin. There's not any drama in that quarterback room.
No.
They love it. They work together as a team, and that's the best case scenario because you can imagine so many players or teams get, maybe one gets cocky or the other one. Hatred builds up, but no, they both are loving it. They both are for the team, and that's best case scenario.
That's why our team's pretty good. They care about each other, and they want each other to succeed when they're out there. 2nd and 8 here for the Tritons. We're on our own 49. We motion from trips to a quad set. Little step back screen. Oh, my goodness. Here goes Weideman. Boy, he's a good player. I'll tell you what, Weideman's a heck of a player. Cal has done just a wonderful job in his career here, and little step back screen. Very well blocked. Our receivers blocked for each other very well, Hank.
I was told through Coach Montalto that Cal told him to tell me to call him Cal Wide Open Weideman. So there you go.
He's always wide open. Hey, I played quarterback in college. Those receivers always think they're wide open, okay? They always want the ball thrown to them.
And that's going to wrap up the quarter. The score is 24-10. Let's take a break. We'll be right back after this for the start of quarter number 4. Here we go, some updated stats and scores. 24-10 to begin the fourth quarter. Hank Ambrose and Coach Twait with you for the play-by-play coverage of the Game 1 Bowl on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Wow, a big improvement There was 268, almost 300 yards of offense at the end of the first half for the Tritons. Now they are up to 420, but the huge stat that sticks out to me there, Coach, is that Trinity Valley, they had only 60 yards of offense in the first half. Now they have 260.
No doubt. That's a tremendous display of offense by Trinity Valley, for sure. Great slant pass. I mean, Desmond Washington is difficult to guard, and he gets the inside. And what a great pass by Silverstein, hitting him right on the money on a slant pass for about a 15-yard pickup. Great job by the Tritons there. Nice job by the offensive line protecting. We're in called a tray formation, tight end, flanker right, split in left, one back. Back to pass. I'm going to roll out here to the right a little bit.
Oh, he's going to be wrapped up.
Just protect the ball. You know, and sometimes the pass you don't make is the best one anyway, because you know what? They were covered. Probably plan A would be throw it out of bounds. You're outside the tackle box, heave it out of bounds, and make it 2nd and 10. But don't throw an interception. 2nd and 15, take the sack. Probably a good choice there by Silverstein. And
you're exactly right there. Also, you got 2 turnovers in this second half so far. You don't want to create a third one to begin the fourth.
For sure. We've gone empty. We have trips to the wide field, doubles into the boundary here. We're going to motion to a quads look to the wide field. Yeah, illegal. No, we were going in motion forward. It's not Canada. In Canadian football, you can have a guy going forward in motion. But in the United States, you can't do that.
False start. Offense, number 84, 5-yard penalty.
Number 3, that time George Sims was going forward. They did call Weideman for motion, but we'd have gotten called anyway because prior to the snap, number 3, George Sims was going forward in motion to the line of scrimmage.
Certainly. That brings them way back.
Wow, 2nd and 20.
Ball on the 34 of the Trinity Valley side. To begin the set, they were in the red zone already, but now they're making their way backwards. Let's see what they do here. Wilbin goes in motion. Ends up in the flat. Silverstein back to pass. He goes deep to Wheeler. And it's dropped. Nice coverage.
Good coverage. I tell you what, that corner, number 15 for them, he's a dandy football player. You know, and he's had great coverage all day. He had the interception in the end zone not too long ago. Karanji Gilbert, great play by him. I don't know if there's a lot of good 3rd and 20 calls, buddy. I don't know about it's kind of a crapshoot on 3rd and 20.
Well, luckily you haven't been in this situation a lot, so you can pull out something really deep.
Yeah.
Back to pass. From the trips to the left, lone receiver right, and another sack.
Great effort from the backside. You know, their defense is playing much better as well. I think their offense, Elliot Spiller made a great play rushing from the backside there. I have to tell you what, you know, that really energized this team when they score in their first possession of the third quarter of the second half. It's a whole new defense now. It's a whole new offense. They got a little spirit. They got a little spring in their step, and the Tritons need to find our spring in their step right now. 4th and 20 from our 35.
Tritons yet to gain a yard in the fourth quarter.
As a coach, you're kind of in no man's land here. I mean, do you punt the ball? Well, we went in the end zone. You only gained 15 yards anyway.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Maybe get a pass interference. Maybe get a jump ball, make a big play. You never know.
And I take that bet easy with our receivers, and looks like they try to draw them off sides. And
Delay game.
Ball.
Number 8, offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
And I like that, taking the delay of game as well. You don't burn that last timeout, or that first timeout, excuse me.
Sure.
Because then you move back another 5 yards, gives a little bit more room for your punter, Colbin Miller, to find a sweet spot.
No question. Be great to pin him inside the 10, 15-yard line here, make him go the long way for sure.
4th and 26. Miller standing on his own 45.
Snap. Beautiful snap. There's a punt, looks in the corner, maybe a hair deep. Yeah, just a hair deep. Tried to angle it over there, but we still, they got 80 yards to go, and we got to lean on that Triton defense right now, Hank.
That's right. Triton defense coming out for the first time in the fourth quarter. In just a moment after this, you're going to see it right here on Triton Nation's YouTube channel.
They had 190 yards against our defense in that third quarter. I mean, that's a lot of yards for our defense to give up.
It is. Let's see what they do. Oh my
boy.
Goodness. Camacho.
Almost a great catch by Camacho. They had a deep in-breaking route, about a 20-yard, shallow post, deep crossing route.
Injury timeout.
The quarterback flushed to the right and made a pretty nice pass. Comes off the receiver's hands, and Camacho almost made an unbelievable interception.
Certainly. Now, we do have another injured player. They are without their second leading receiver on the team. I believe that went down was 83. That would be Robbie Williams, who is backing up in a slot receiver role. Jalen Butler, I believe it was the 83.
I think you're right. But,
let's see here. It is.
You're right. Yep. You got eyes like an eagle, Hank. Holy cow.
It looks like he's going to have to be helped off from Coach
That's
Petit and Coach Whitfield. He's played really, really good football today. To me, it looked like it was a cramp, getting it stretched out, but
hope that's right, because
yeah.
You can get a little water and you get a little Gatorade in them, and they'll be good to go in 3-4 minutes. But just hope it's not a knee or an ankle.
Certainly. And, while we're kind of in a stall right now, waiting for us to get back in the play-by-play, I noticed Amarian Bartlett, our third quarterback in the rotation, looks to be warming up.
Wow.
Might see him next drive.
That wouldn't shock me at all. Coach, he's not afraid, believe me. Not afraid to play those guys. Got a wheel route down the sideline. Ooh. Good. They are a nice concept there. They had the outside receiver and on a skinny post. Inside receiver comes on a wheel route down the sideline. Had us by a step or so, just a little bit overthrown. Good combination route there by Trinity Valley.
And that was our weak side linebacker on coverage there, Demetrius Walker. A lot of people would say, well, weak side linebacker, that might be a mismatch, the deep flats. But no, Demetrius Walker has wheels, and he can get there and definitely break it up.
Love it. Yeah, we have some guys that can move.
Bringing it up from a 3rd and 10. Can't wrap up completely, and that might be enough for a first down.
Nice, very nice run. Their quarterback did a great job there. Just Darian Peace, tremendous football player. They're in the 2-minute mode now. They're down 2 scores. They know it, and they're getting after it. Nice job by the Tritons. Inside zone play, running right at us, and boy, that D-line up to the challenge.
Yep. That's big Bearcat Bryant with Noah Epley and James Williams that got there first. Plugging the hole. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 35. It remains 24-10 with Cardinal ball in the all-white uniforms.
Back to pass. Oh, beautiful. I tell you what, that was 81 was wide open, and number 17 for us, Noah Epley, correct? Noah Epley, he saved the day. He got his hands on that ball, because if that young man catches that in stride, it's going to be a 25-yard game. Just tremendous drop by the linebacker there.
And Noah, we got to give him all the credit in the world. He is one of those defensive players that I was so excited to see come back for the Iowa Central Tritons, returning All-American.
3rd and 10, big play here.
Oh, and out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
It was a shove.
Yep.
I don't know. Their sideline wanting that call, but they're not going to get it. Looks like it's 4th and 10.
4th and 10. You almost have to punt the ball. I mean, there's still 11 minutes left. You are down 2 scores, but you really can't give us that short a field, don't think?
No.
Now, probably we're going to be in punt safe, I would guess. Maybe just kind of rush 5 and drop some people in case they do fake. And, the objective of the punt is to have the ball in your possession when the play's over, So
certainly,
let's just make sure when this baby's over, the Tritons have the ball and we can start using that clock.
They come out with 2 deep returnmen. Jake Gaster, who kicks everything for him, PATs, field goals, and now punting.
Beautiful punt.
Gets it all the way up there.
Fair catch. Nice. Beautiful. Now, I tell you what, that's an art catching that. Travis Isaac does a wonderful job. He's calm, he's cool, easy fair catch for him, and it makes it look so easy. There's a lot of guys that kind of fight the ball. Just relaxed, gives with the ball that comes into his hand. Great job by him. On that.
He's had a great day. He's the one that has the 2 receiving touchdowns for the Tritons. One was a 5-yard little dink off of a little out route. The other one got him in the corner of the end zone for about 9 yards.
Well, 11 minutes left, 24-10 Tritons. It'd be great to, use up about 4, 5, 6 minutes to get this thing in the end zone and put this baby to bed. You know, Hank?
Certainly. And the third quarterback steps in on the day for the Tritons. It's Omarion Bartlett, who sends Cal Weideman in motion off his first read, a read option.
Yep, faked the fly sweep and then came back, to the other side. And I'm telling you, all the plays that worked in the first half against Trinity Valley, they've got the same players, right?
Yeah.
And they're using the same exact defensive scheme. They're, they're just playing better. They're really locked in tune. And like you said, whatever they said at halftime, someone should have recorded that, baby. Second
That's
10.
right.
Second 10 for the Tritons.
But the question is it enough?
There we go.
Inside zone, Jay, wow.
Boy, that's a really nice run. Nice effort there. Right side line really creased him there. Really had a nice crease, and he's pounded the hole in there. Brings up a big 3rd and 2 for us. This is a big play here because we can take conceivably another 2 or 3 minutes off the clock just by getting the first down, regardless whether we score or not.
Certainly. 3rd and 2 on the 30-yard line from an offset pistol. They got a man a jump.
Yep.
Man. I would have loved a free play there.
It'd have been good, but they got to protect that quarterback because the left side D-end was coming off the edge, and if you don't blow that whistle, he could
Offside with contact. Number 50 defense. 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
We've got first down, and even if we use 3 or 4 more plays, we're going to grind a couple more minutes off that clock. Right now, you're playing Trinity Valley, but you're also playing the clock. I mean,
that's right.
It is what it is.
1st and 10 from the 35. Back to passes. Bartlett looking over the middle of the field.
Play
He'll
fake.
fire. Isaac.
Good play. Great job. He threw it up there. Tremendous catch.
Travis Isaac again.
Man. He's been money for us, hasn't he? That was a 50-50 ball right down the seam, right down the hash. He went up and found a way to take that away from the DB. Wonderful pass. Wonderful catch.
And even picnic basketed it. He didn't use his 2 diamond hands. He turned it over to the side. It's even tougher.
Throw a little screen out there to him.
Yep.
Nice
Gonna
job.
reward him. Move him forward. Goodness.
Blow the whistle. There you go. Tell you what, very impressive there. Desna Washington did a wonderful job blocking. I mean, sometimes those really good receivers think they're too good to block. Not Desna. He did a great job staying on the block there.
Well, Desna, he's a huge guy.
Oh, no doubt. Tall, rangy sort that can run and really, like Coach Montalto said on your show, I listened to it the other day, you throw him a 50-50 ball, it's not. It's 80-20. He's going to get 80% of them.
Certainly.
Trips to the wide field. We motion to empty.
From the 40.
Marion back to pass.
Ooh.
He going to tuck her down and run. He's going to be about a yard shy, I think. Good job. Very good athletic ability. Got flushed, moved to his left. Going to be 3rd and 1 for the Tritons at the 33-yard line of Trinity Valley.
That was a dangerous pump fake, too, because from that last anchor point, it was all the way out to here before he tucked it back in.
He had a good grip on that ball, or else that baby could have been fumbled. There's no question. Two-back set right now. We're inside zone. Fake it. Throw it out there.
Isaac again.
Good job.
Oh, my goodness.
First down, the 25-yard line. 26 maybe. Nice throw and catch.
It looks like Isaac is down.
Injury timeout.
Injury timeout on the field. Tritons are starting to come alive. 8 minutes and 15 seconds exactly remain in the 4th quarter. It's 24-10. Isaac gets up to his own power. Looks like an issue with maybe a jammed finger or a hand. Looks like that's what he was grabbing at.
Number 69 will be out for 1 play. Blood.
It just seemed like things weren't going our way, and we had a few miscues. And this is a huge possession. We're up 2 scores. Anything here makes it a 3-score game with probably under 7 minutes left when we do it. So this is a huge possession for the Tritons, be it a field goal or a touchdown.
Here we go. Blocking back in the set from an offset pistol. Handoff with Jaden Washington. He works outside.
There he is.
There he goes. The 3-year player. Touchdown All-American. Jaden Washington.
That was beautifully blocked and just great running because it was supposed to go to the right. It was all bottled up. That guy could turn on a dime and leave a nickel's change. I mean, he turned on to put his right foot in the ground, came back left, circles the field, touchdown, and once again, great blocking by our receiving corps down there. That was a big, big play, Hank.
That was awesome from Jay. Wow, here comes the PAT. I love that, by the way. I might steal that from you.
We had a slot back when I played high school football. Our radio announcer said, that Pat Weir, he can turn on a dime and leave a nickel's change, because he was a pretty quick kid. And
that's awesome.
I kind of remember that.
That's old school and cool. Yeah. 31-10 after Boyden-Kamba makes the PAT. We'll take a break and be right back to see what the Tritons will set to do on defense. This is Coach Twait for you with the play-by-play on Triton Nation's YouTube channel.
Well, Tritons are kicking off now. That 3-touchdown lead looks pretty darn good, Hank, with 8 minutes left. 7:53 left. If we can just make them go the long, hard way. Don't give up a cheap one on a special teams play like this kickoff. Don't give up something silly on a long pass or run. Kind of pooched it there to them.
31-10. Oof.
Yep.
Stopped right at that 35-yard line.
Yep. They're going to give them the 36, but no question about it. And I think tremendous job of saying, you know what, we're going to punch it down there, not kick it deep to their best return guys, make someone that's not maybe quite as speedy return it, and make them go 64 yards to score.
Well, certainly what they did in the third quarter, I'd say they're by no means out of it yet, but it is a comfortable spot for the Tritons, but got to keep your foot on the pedal.
No question. We just can't turn the ball over. We can't give up a big play. We can't have that a 40-yard pass or one of those runs that goes for 50 yards. We got to make them go the long hard way here. Play fake. They got one down the sideline. Nice play. Really nice play. Nice thing is the clock keeps going in college football. Even on an out-of-bounds play. High school football, that it would be stopped right now. Only under the last 2 minutes does it stop in college football.
In the gun with doubles stacked on one another. Back to pass. Peace goes to the flat again and fires.
Nice job.
Trent Hudson makes the play.
Great receiver.
35 out for one play, helmet off.
Player of the year in their league, as was Desna Washington, receiver, the offensive player in our league. So two great receivers today.
It's going to be about a 3rd and 4. Tritons rush 4 coming in hot. They work outside Hudson with the toe drag.
Little 7-yard out there, gets the first down, 3rd and 4. Now they got the ball on their own 47-yard line. Triton defense softening up just a little bit. I get it. Bend but don't break. Right now you're playing two people. You're playing Trinity Valley, and you're also playing the clock.
That's right.
Really good play fake.
Oh, wow.
Play fake. He kind of pump faked out wide and kind of froze a safety a little bit, and then he hit the slot receiver down the middle seam, and great job. When you get a little more heat on him, it looks like our rush isn't quite as vicious as it was early in the game.
Certainly. Josh Tate was with the last tackle.
Trips to the wide field to our side to the left, single receiver to the right, and there's one back. He stays in to protect.
Going deep. Hudson drops it.
Nice coverage. Beautiful coverage.
That was J.T. Brown, who
Yep.
is now since checked back into the game. It's good to see him return.
That was really nice coverage. A skinny post route to their best receiver, and he was on him like glue. And
Personal foul.
ball got there.
Roughing the passer, number 42 defense, 15-yard penalty, previous spot, automatic first down.
Just can't do that in given plays. That's frustrating.
The 42's Blake Whaley called on that last roughing the passer.
And I know they protect the quarterbacks more than they used to, but when you have a 3-touchdown lead, you just can't do that. They went empty.
1st and 10.
Oh, they got him.
Over the middle, they got him.
Seam pass and linebacker, just between the linebacker and the safety. Just kind of rose up there and got their touchdown. That was a little too quick, Hank.
Yeah, Kelby finally found that he's also been due for, in my opinion. I tell you what, they have really deep depth when it comes to their wide receiver position. Out of their today, it's making them do.
Hasn't missed a beat, have they?
No.
They're in that. They're in that state called Texas. They got quite a few athletes down there to pick from. If you know what I'm saying?
Certainly,
it's a great high school football state. But I'll tell you what. Obviously, I wouldn't trade our guys. The state of Iowa can produce some cats too, huh?
Certainly.
So now we're up, 31-17, and now what do? Do you send your hands team out there? Are they going to onside kick, or is it too early to onside kick? I mean, it's kind of a roll of the dice there. My opinion would be down 2 scores with 6 minutes left. I don't think they kick it deep. I think they onside kick and go for it.
We'll see. I don't know. Really tough spot because
our hands team's out there, and I think it's a good call by Coach Montalto. I really do.
Yeah, each team still has 3 timeouts.
Yep.
Tritons have brought in a new quarterback in Bartlett, who also hasn't missed a beat yet, but he hasn't really thrown the ball too much. Not that he would need to, but maybe short passes, right, to kind of keep him moving the chains.
Yeah, I think we've been doing a good job with Jaden and Walter running that ball with our zone run game, and boy, it'd be nice to be able to get first of all, secure the ball here. It's going to be an onside kick. You can tell by the way they're lined up. They're not trying to fool anybody. It's going to be an onside kick, and we just got to find a way to get that football.
See you the call here.
They had to bring number 2 out of the game. Maybe his helmet came off during. I'm not sure. I think number 2 has to sit a play because of maybe. Oh, can't have 2 number 2s on the field.
Oh my goodness, that is tough.
We have a defensive 2, offensive 2. You can't have 2 number 2s on the field.
Good call, Coach.
Yep.
Now, Washington has never been in this situation before, so maybe you switch it up. I don't know. Oh man,
great job. Oh, super job.
And it's Hazlitt who makes the grab.
That was they call it the hands team for a reason. It's all your receivers. It's all your DBs, running backs that handle the ball every play, slot back type guys, and just a wonderful job falling on that ball. And that's not as easy as it looks because there's people that weigh a lot more than you do that want to blow you up. You know what I mean? You're shaking in your boots just a little bit on that deal.
Well, like you said, there's 5 and 5, a front 5 and a back 5. And you get to choose your side you're kicking on, and usually you got that centerpiece guy too. But otherwise, it's like 6 on 2, running straight at you. It's a bad spot.
This is big for us to get a couple first downs here and grind this clock out here.
6:20 remains in the 4th quarter. They go inside zone.
You bet. Here we go.
There you go.
Just secure that ball. Secure that football.
That's Jason Murray that time.
It's a huge play. Just a nice push by the offensive line. Quite frankly, our offensive line has really dominated the line of scrimmage. And to rush the ball like we rushed the ball, is incredible against a good defense.
We're on pace to break 500 yards this game, Coach.
Wow. Whoops. Something was off there. It looks like we moved before the snap, so now it's going to be a 1st and 15 deal.
False start. Offense, everybody but the snapper. 5 yards. Remains first.
Everybody but the snapper moved, which is correct. So somehow there's not quite on the same page with the QB and the center. But our O-line, let's credit them. I mean, after 3 quarters of play, we'd rush the ball for 151 yards, and I know we've got at least 50 in this quarter. We're going to have a 200-yard rushing game and almost a 300-yard passing game when this is all said and done, and that's great domination up front.
Certainly, and someone who doesn't get enough credit as well, Elijah Heatherston, the starting center.
Yeah.
Works with the 3 different quarterbacks we play a game, so
no doubt.
That's
different snap counts, different times of clapping, different ways of doing it.
Exactly.
And he's the one that has to make all the adjustments. So that was a good snap there. We just Omarion just dropped the ball. It was a perfect snap, hits him right between the numbers, and is what it is.
It's going to move us back to the 35-yard line. Stays 31-17, 5:15 remains.
Now, Coach Montalto has an unbelievable offensive mind, and he's still got the foot on the gas pedal. And,
back to pass.
We're going to go throw
Flip
us
roll
one,
to the end zone.
throw a long one. Nope, incomplete. There might have been a little tag there, but I think it's a good no call.
Mm. That's Zane Johnson, the intended receiver for the first time today. There is a penalty marker down. Back near from
holding.
Through it.
Number 56 offense. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
So they choose to decline the 10-yard penalty. Now it's 3rd and 17 or whatever it is. Probably a good choice because they're looking at the clock too. They know the more plays they run, the more time comes off the clock. They've got to score twice.
Yep.
So probably a good call on Trinity Valley's part.
Save about 30 seconds.
Yep.
As long as you get the stop here. 3rd and 17, back to pass. Bartlett looking long. Deep for Johnson, and it's off.
Yep. Probably great coverage there. Probably a good thing. Just overthrow everybody and live to punt the ball and maybe pin them down there deep.
Now, in a better situation for the Cardinals with an opportunity to pick off the pass there, do you pick off the pass or do you just swat it down to stop the clock?
I would say this. If it was a 4th down play, I would have batted the ball. If it was a 3rd down play, I would have tried to intercept the ball down in the end zone, get the ball in the 20, because I think we have a good chance of pinning them inside the 20, actually. So,
okay.
I think that's the mindset you'd have as a DB there, or should have.
31-17. Here goes the kick. Pooch step, going towards the 10.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice bounce. Inside the 5, and it's still going.
Yeah. Nice. We're going to pin him in there on the 2-yard line, Hank.
Woo! There you go.
Well, Hank, we're up 2 with 4:36 left. If you'd have told Coach Montalto and the guys, hey, with 4.5 minutes left today, we're going to have a 2-touchdown lead, would you take it? And everybody would say, darn right we would. And the other thing is they're 98 yards away from pay dirt. So,
yep.
I mean, we got to make them go the long, hard way. We can't give up something cheap here. We got to play great football.
Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. 4 minutes, 36 seconds exactly on the clock. Here go the Cardinals.
And that's a long time with 3 timeouts. I mean, there's a lot of football left here. We've got to finish the game. There's no question. Finish the game. They go double tight with a flanker on each side. And they're going to hitch and go to their best receiver.
Let it go.
Oh, boy.
They do just that.
So
once again, Kelby Williams.
Hitch and go on the right, hitch and go, and then a deep route on the left with the flanker, and they get 20-yard gain.
That was a lot of time there.
Yeah.
To make that throw and
catch. A lot of
catch.
time to throw the ball.
This time, however, not really. Oh, but he evades pressure.
Yep.
Working up, still on his feet, moving, grooving, going outside. Cuts back up, crosses the 35.
Great effort by the quarterback. You talk about a young man that put it on the line on that play. That was a tremendous play by Darian Peace. Tremendous play. They've got the ball to 37 2 plays. He only got 35 yards. We better.
And even
this
better.
Not over yet.
In less than 30 seconds. Now, nice dump off.
Yep, nice dump to the tight end slot receiver guy. Play fake and then throw the ball. Nice little dump. 15-yard chunk there.
Back to pass, looking long, firing. Oh!
Ooh, great play.
J.T. Brown was there on coverage.
Tried to throw run a big deep route, back shoulder fade, and J.T. had a great coverage there. Knocked that ball down right there. Nice coverage.
Intended for Hudson once again, that Offensive Player of the Year.
It's still a little nervous time here. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 3:41 left, and they've done a great job moving from their own 2 to our side of the field in a hurry. They've gone empty. Trips right, doubles to the left. Obviously, we have a 3-man rush, and he's going to nice little incomplete pass. They had a little seam or drag route there and just mishandled, threw a little bit low. I thought he was going to run for about 10 yards. I thought there was middle field was wide open.
Yeah, man, I don't know. This is when the nerves kick in, not just for Triton fans, but also for these Cardinals, because they got to get the job done first. Swing outside, still on his feet, right before the first down marker.
Now, one nice thing about college football, when they spot this ball, the clock will run. Not like high school when it would stop, okay? So they're going to spot the ball. Clock's going to be running.
That's why your head's got to be on a swivel there, looking back at your sideline. What's the call?
Cal, run it.
Back to pass, looking short. Now mid-range.
Yep.
They go for Hudson, and it's going to have to be Upley. Oh, ball free. Here we go. Tritons pick it up, but who knows? They may call him down.
I think they're going to call it Triton football.
Tritons are acting like it. If so, forced fumble from Noah Epley.
Result of the play was a fumble recovered by Iowa Central, first down.
That's a huge play by the defense. We were on our heels just a little bit, and they came from, the 2-yard line all the way to our 28. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10, them darn near in our red zone. And Noah Epley shakes that ball out of there. Just a tremendous play. I see Zach Marker in. I see a lot of run game here, and I see a lot of us using the whole 40-second clock right now.
Yep.
Shorten this game and get out of here with a victory.
31-17, 3:16 remains, Triton football. Here we go with Marker. Inside zone,
Inside zone.
Plugged up there. And we got some sophomores, third-year players in.
Oh, yeah.
At receiver, Dominic Cisneros, who is the all-region long snapper for the Tritons. He's in as the X receiver down on that 30-yard line. See Isaiah Haslett in there as another sophomore. Zane Johnson on the far end.
I think this is real smart here. I mean, the biggest ally we have right now is the game clock. And get that baby, don't snap that thing. It's under 5 seconds and bleed that clock as much as you can. So great job here by Coach Montalto and that offensive staff. If we get a first down here, that would be huge.
Blocking back in the set, Jaden Washington breaks the plane and moves forward to the 35.
We force them to use their first time.
Timeout, Trinity Valley. That's their first.
Rightfully so. 3rd and 3. If we could get a first down here, Hank, it wouldn't end the game, but with 2 timeouts left, for all practical purposes, the odds of them scoring twice aren't very good. So this would be a huge play here if we can somehow pick up the first down. Because darn well on 4th down they're going to either have their ears laid back trying to block our punt, or set some kind of return up. So this would be a big step forward to sealing the victory for the Tritons if we can get a first down here.
Now, as a former head football coach for the Tritons, what would you do in this situation right here, Coach?
Well, I played ultra conservative. Our offenses were never nearly as good as Coach Montalto's offense, but we always had great special teams and great defense. I would run the ball and bleed the clock. Now, Coach has tremendous receivers. He's got an unbelievable quarterback that's made great decisions. So maybe he gives the quarterback a run-pass option. Maybe he's not afraid to throw the ball because we are so successful doing that. Or maybe he says, you know what, we're going to run the ball pretty well. Let's do the same thing we just did last play. I don't know what they're going to do. I wouldn't be shocked if you might fake it and have Zach keep it, but let's see.
Hopefully the Cardinals don't know either. That's best case scenario.
Exactly right.
3rd and 5. Hand off. No, keeper.
Yep, keeper.
He got me.
Going to be a little bit shy. Yep. Timeout, Trinity Valley. We'll punt that ball out of there.
Timeout, Trinity. That's their second.
31-17, 2 minutes, 13 seconds remain. Like you said, Trinity Valley has just one timeout remaining. Boy, they've came a long way to play in the Unidome, and they get a good taste of the first experience down in here, don't they?
They really do. And we played an unbelievable first half. Offense, defense, special teams. I thought Iowa Central, we were so good. And really credit Trinity Valley. And, you know, they've kind of outplayed us a little bit this half. Not to the extent we outplayed them the first half. But a great show of intestinal fortitude.
At the end of the day, you know, I think another huge stat, it's going to come down to those third down conversions.
Yeah, no doubt.
At the beginning of this quarter, 7 of 13 for the Tritons. For Trinity Valley, just 3 of 11.
Yeah, and third down keeps your offense on the field. I think you made the mention to me that we ran 20 more plays the first half than they did. And you know, when we've got the ball, they can't score, and our defense is resting. So
Timeout, Iowa Central. It's their first.
I'll tell you what we're doing now is we're saying, you know what, boys? We need to get the punt off, okay? So somehow, they're probably bringing 10. They've got one guy back, but let's somehow figure out a way to protect like son of a guns and cover and just get the ball punted. You know, even if you kick it out of bounds 30 yards, big deal. Just don't get it blocked and have something silly happen.
Okay.
I think that's a good timeout by Coach Montalto saying, you know what? This is real, guys. They're going to have their ears laid back, and now it's on us to make darn sure we protect and cover and just review their assignments real quick and get out there and execute.
31-17, 2:13 on the clock. Here we go.
And as a punter, you tell them catch it and kick it. I mean, there's no, we're not going to worry about how far you get, hang time, and all that. Get the ball in your hand and get it out in a hurry, because my guess is they're going to have their ears laid back. Here we go.
Colvin Miller, the punter, who's had gets a 2-on, punt is off.
Nice. Come on, get down there,
Towards the 30, the 25, near the 20. Shoelace tackle, no good. Stays on his feet to the 30, the 35. Blown up right before the 40. It's going to set him up at about the 38-yard line. Flag is thrown. Let's see and wait on what the call is before we go to a break here. Here we go with a 2-minute drill there, Coach.
Yeah, they'll be in 2-minute mode. They're down 2 scores, but they moved the ball really fast last time. They're going to have to obviously execute very well, get a touchdown, convert the onside kick, because even if they score, if they don't get the onside kick, we kneel the ball, the game's going to be over with only one timeout left.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Iowa Central, 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the return. First down.
Personal foul on us on the sideline there, and that just, you know, really inexcusable. You can't do that and put them that much closer to the goal line.
And let's just keep it right here for now in the gun. Got
doubles. Going to motion, looks like, to trips.
Back to pass, pump fake, looking up. Going deep. Up, and away. Got an extra shove there.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of love lost out there right now between the Navy and the white, if you know what I'm saying. You know, it is what it is on this deal. I just hope we end the game the right way with you know, respect. Everybody's competing hard, respect, and shake hands and get out of here. You know.
31-17.
Doubles on each side. Back to pass. Nice play. Beautiful play.
Deontay Bryant
with a, not really considered a sack because he did get forward yardage, but a big play. Otherwise, Deontay doesn't make the play by scrambles for a first down. Clock is ticking as we speak.
Led the Tritons in sacks heading into the game with 8.5. Pump fake. Working around the pressure. Throw over.
Intercept off. Oh, no.
Camacho.
Oh, boy.
Oh. Camacho. That's the third time he's almost picked off a
ball
pass.
was tipped by one of our linebackers. It goes right, and I think 99 out of 100 times he makes that play and scores. You know, it's just one of those things.
Well, I'll tell you what. After he dropped it, he jumped about 25 yards.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is a game. It's 4th and 8. They're down 2 scores. Any hope at all for the Cardinals? They have to convert this. They've gone empty. Trips left, doubles right.
31-17, here we go. Deep, deep, deep.
Oh boy,
no.
We're going to get an interference call. We're going to get an interference call on us, I believe. Hank, it's been great doing this with you. I've got to get down and do a few post-game things down there, but really appreciate what you do to enhance our wrestling.
Pass interference.
Basketball.
Defense number 3. 15-yard penalty. Previous spot.
For us.
Automatic first down.
Pleasure to spend some time with you.
Thank you. Thank you as well. I appreciate it. I love it, Coach, so thank you for having me. Trite Nation, we're back. Hank Ambrose with you to close the game. 1st and 10 coming out of the pass interference. Tries to go for a hurdle. Form tackle from Demetrius Walker. And there are the guys on the sidelines you can see down there. Waving their arms, running the clock. Go, go, go. 2nd and 8. With just a minute to play here from the gun. Trips right, lone receiver left. 5 go for a pass. Got him! Got him! Is that in? They say no. Oh my goodness, Trinity Valley wants it. That looked like he might have had it. Pass incomplete for Trent Hudson. I don't know, man. That was awfully close. Possibly stepped out of bounds as he was going for it. That would cause for an incompletion, but they'll call it incomplete. That's an official call. Going to have to live with it. 31-17, 45 seconds remain. It's a 4th and 9 from the 30. Back to pass. It's Peace. Dumps it, and it drops it. Oh, penalty marker down. Penalty marker down. Let's see the call here.
Roughing the passer. Number 42.
As you heard it right there, personal foul, roughing the passer against the defense, number 42. That's Blake Whaley. Cardinals get an automatic first down, half the distance to the goal. Looks like they're going to put them on the 15-yard line. Tritons have 2 timeouts remaining. The Cardinals have just 1. There's 40 seconds left in the game, 31-17. Back to pass, Peace. Over the middle, fires. Makes the catch. Oh, my goodness, what a grab. That was 14. That was actually backup running back Hyman Drinkard. As they hurry up here, 30 seconds remain. Hand off inside. They reach. Do they pass the goal line? I think the ball might have even came free. Flags thrown. Flags thrown. Here we go now. Some extracurricular dirty laundry on the field. Hang on. Oh, boy. Hang on, hang on.
Players, get to your sideline.
So they're calling for each end to get to the sideline. Don't want to close out on a sour note here. Let's see what the call could be. I saw there was a flag thrown over towards like the corner of the end zone on what looked like almost like a fade route. The referees are going to be talking it over, and the coaches will send each other's side over with Coach Petit and Coach Montalto to talk just about it. They're still talking it over here. While we wait for what happens here, I'd like to shout out the game sponsor, Cedar Falls Tourism and Visitor Bureau, as well as Game 1 for sponsoring the Game 1 Bowl. So I have a message for you. Welcome to Cedar Falls. After the game, you'll find lots to do.
The result of the play is going to be a touchdown. We have unsportsmanlike fouls. Number 1, Trinity. Number 8, Iowa Central. Those are their first unsportsmanlike fouls of the game. They will count toward disqualification.
If you heard right there, 2 unsportsmanlike penalties called, and they're just going to throw them out of the game. Number 1 in Trent Hudson, that's their leading receiver. Once again, like we mentioned before, he was their league MVP this season in that Southwest Conference. And number 8 for the Tritons. At top of my mind, not for sure who that is on the defensive side for number 8. I'll have to go to my roster sheet to check that out, but I will make sure to do so. But once again, the message, enjoy local eats and unique shopping in our historic downtown district. It is all dressed up for the holiday season. Try your hand at hatchet throwing, check out a local brewery, or spend time at a fun local event. Check out cedarfallstourism.org to make your plans. Touchdown does count, 31-23. To make it 24 is up, and it's good. 31-24, they will officially give the score to that backup running back making the play, Hyman Drinkard. And, well, with 1 timeout remaining on the Trinity Valley side and 2 remaining on the Triton side, they're going to go for an onside kick and still have about 25 seconds to score if they do recover. Let's see what will happen and how the game will close after this on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Trite Nation, we're back for this one. 31-24 is the score. As we wait for it to come in, and looks like it will be recovered. Tritons recover. That should wrap it up. 31-24, 25 seconds remain. A penalty thrown. Looks like Hazlitt may be the one called.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 4, Iowa Central. That's number 4's first unsportsmanlike conduct, which will count towards disqualification. 15-yard penalty, first down.
And like you heard right there, now Hazlitt going to sit the rest of the game. 31-24, 25 seconds remain here. As the Tritons will come out on offense, should wrap up the game. And they send Zach Marker out there to finalize it. Here comes the final score. The final kneel down. And for the inaugural Game 1 Bowl, the Iowa Central Tritons have won the game. 31-24, the final score.
Timeout, Trinity Valley. That's their third and final.
Trinity Valley calls timeout. One more knee will get it done. It's okay. Football in December, we'll let it last a little longer, no problem. Once again, 31-24 is a score. We'll have stats and more coming up in the post game. Before we close out the season here, there's the knee down. 31-24. Coach Montalto gets the splash. There's the final. 31-24. We'll break down with the stats and more in just a little bit. This is Hank Ambrose with Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Triton Nation, welcome back to the Game 1 Bowl post-game report with Hank. We got stats, scores, and more. What a day it was, and what a beautiful, beautiful game and a beautiful place to close out NJCAA football for the 2022-2023 season. Tritons close their season 7-4 overall, as Trinity Valley now closes their season 8-3 overall. We just had the MVP for the offensive side selected. Zach Marker selected for the Game 1 Bowl MVP, and for The defensive Game 1 Bowl, it is the true freshman James Sticks Williams. Wow, congratulations to both of them between James Sticks Williams and Zach Marker. That's a storybook ending that I'm happy to see come true to the very end. Zach Marker, Williams, and Bryant. High fives around. I'd like to congratulate Coach Montalto, the rest of the staff, and the Iowa Central Tritons for completing their 2022-2023 season as Game 1 Bowl champions. And as well, huge congratulations to the 10th ranked team for the Trinity Valley Cardinals. They played phenomenal. Let's break down how the scores came to be. 31-24, the final here in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Triton started with possession of the ball. They ended up punting, and then Trinity Valley came out. They looked hot right away, but missed about a 50-yard field goal. Really scary because they had the distance, just not the accuracy. When we came back, the Iowa Central Tritons on offense scored the first touchdown of the day, a 5-yard receiving touchdown to Desno Washington to put them in double digits this season as far as receiving touchdowns go. Following that, we saw 4 straight 3-and-outs for Trinity Valley's offense, but in the meantime, Congolo Mbuenankamba had a 38-yard field goal to make the score 10-0, and then there was a 5-yard receiving touchdown by Travis Isaac, and then we were marching down once again for the 6th offensive drive for the Tritons, where there was the first turnover that the Tritons committed. KJ Gilbert, starting strong side linebacker, picked off Zach Marker in the red zone, but it was okay because the very next drive on offense to close the first half, Trevor Isaac got his second receiving touchdown on the day with a 9-yard out route. That's what brought the score at halftime, 24-0. The Tritons ran about 20 plays more on offense than Trinity Valley did, and really the first half to me is what sealed the deal. Trinity Valley only had 63 total yards of offense in that first half. Tritons, nearly had 300. They were up at 290. It was a complete blowout in the beginning, 24-0 early, but hey, then Trinity Valley, they came out guns a-blazing in that second half. On the third play, it was 3rd and short. Trinity Valley had the football, 70-yard receiving touchdown sent over towards their wide receiver 1 and Trent Hudson. Coming after that, the Tritons took them 5 drives to score, so they had 4 straight 3-and-outs on offense. In the meantime, there was a 30-yard field goal made by their starting kicker in Gaster, and Kelby Williams had a 25-yard receiving touchdown as well. They were moving the ball. They really kicked into second gear, doing fantastic work. And then working down to the final edges of the game, we saw Jaden Washington in the 5th drive of the second half for the Triton offense close with the final touchdown in his Iowa Central Triton career. It was a 28-yard little inside zone that he cut outside, swiveled back and forth, and ended up going in for the touchdown. Very, very impressive stuff from him. Following that, moving forward, we saw Trinity Valley with an opportunity to tie. They couldn't do it, and then they ended up getting a touchdown with one of their final drives with Hyman Drinkard with that final controversial 3-yard rushing touchdown, which made the score 31-24 right at the end of the ball game. Very, very impressive stuff from both sides. Once again, your offensive MVP for the Game 1 Bowl goes to starting quarterback Zach Marker. And your defensive MVP of the game goes to a secondary defensive end who's really came on midway through the season, did not get the start at the beginning of the year. True freshman James Sticks Williams. How impressive was he today? Very, very good stuff from him. Now for the Iowa Central Tritons, they have had a lot of very talented 3rd-year and 2-year players with them, a part of their team, and it was an honor to cover them all the way through to the very, very end. I'd like to thank everyone for bringing me back for yet another season for Iowa Central football. Big shout out to the band, the dancers, as well as the cheer squad for making all that happen, because they root on those Tritons every single week and give them all the support in the world. Before I go in closing thoughts, I'd like to shout out the Tritons who have played their final game as an Iowa Central Triton for the season. Bryce Austin, Desna Washington, Travis Isaac, JT Brown, Isaiah Hazlitt, Omarion Bartlett, Jason Murray, Lawan Miller, Perry Slater, Jaden Washington, Zach Marker, Dominic Cisneros, Zane Johnson, Dakari Randall, Noah Epley, Cavante Fowler, Colton Hogue, Brian Lively, Kane Smith, Demetrius Walker, Liam Wahey, Blake Whaley, Vincent Nujuka, following forward Elijah Heatherston, Santos Velasquez, and then in the back half in the 70s here. Hold up, lost my footing. Here we go, in the back half in the 70s now. Also, congratulations, Matthew Kaufman, Noah Howard, Reese Steele, Alex Moore, Cal Weideman, Dion Hicks, Jonathan Thornton, Deontay Bryant, Cody Schmidt, Aiden Gutierrez, Benjamin Davis, Devontae Eston, Azrael Lumendinian, Malik Hardy, and finally Trace Samuels. Congratulations to all of those sophomores or even third-year players because of the COVID season. For the Iowa Central Tritons, it was so much fun getting to cover you for the past 3 seasons. Also, thank you to Coach Kevin Twait, the athletic director, for bringing me back and allowing me to broadcast the bowl game as well as the home games on Triton Nation this season. And shout out to Rusty and his crew of college kids for bringing me back for the Triton Nation YouTube channel. It's always a blast, and I always love rooting on these Iowa Central Tritons. Once again, final score 31-24. The Iowa Central Tritons close off their season with yet another Game 1 bowl victory. Till next time, I'm Hank Ambrose for Triton Nation.